Gojo, Domain Daddy. Check this out. All right.
Daddy. Okay, but we just got mad views just now. We eating. Damn, we should have put that members only content. So
welcome back to another episode of the Moon Piece Podcast, everyone. I am joined by my co-star,
Kimmy.
and further down the line,
we are stars. He called us co-stars.
Aw.
We're stars, superstar. Talking about superstar, did you guys see that Bad Bunny got bricked up by Molly Shannon on SNL?
I did not. Wow.
No,
During one of the skits.
I don't really watch SNL like that anymore.
I don't.
Honestly.
Yeah, listen, I get it. It's cool to shit on SNL. It's still funny.
Is it cool to shit on it?
Yes.
I feel like it's still. I have so many people I know talk about it.
It's so cool to shit on SNL. Everybody.
Yeah,
shits on
I
SNL.
think
That's the going thing. But Bad Bunny did get bricked up by Molly Shannon twerking on him.
Okay.
It's on. I saw it. I was like,
Good for
I
her.
didn't even have to see a TikTok. I was like watching it. I was like, is he?
Good for her.
What you convince the intro, Danny?
I don't know. Wow, we have a really special episode today because we are reviewing one of the big threes openings, and that is Naruto.
Naruto.
Well, it's not really a we. It's more like we're forcing Kimmy, the final installation
Jinx.
of that was good. The trilogy of the big three trilogy. The first video is One Piece, which is on my channel.
Mhm.
The second one is Bleach, which is on this channel,
Mhm.
and we're finishing out Naruto.
Mhm.
which is said to have some of the best openings in all of anime. So
We'll see about that.
you'll see. Do you have much experience with that?
No,
All right.
I
perfect.
think
This
I
is
know
gonna be
one
great.
song. I know it because I know the song when you play it. Yeah, that one
course.
because it comes out in the club.
You've never seen the video, right?
No,
The video
She
is
hasn't seen
gorgeous.
She never seen the opening.
I don't know nothing about
So
Naruto.
we'll have a timestamp for that.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, of course, as always, we're going to get into what we're watching, and that's it. What we're each going to talk about.
And that's
it. Why? That was bad. Why would you
Because we're not going to talk about what we've been playing and what we've been saying. Why? Because we got a lot to talk about later.
That was
And
good.
that's it.
He cooked, and that's it. Because we're not talking about what we saying. Okay, well,
It's not a chatting. We're not gonna be chatting this episode. All right, we've got business to attend to.
so I'll start with what I caught up on. Caught up on White Lotus. Started White Lotus since the last time we met.
Cheers.
All three. Well, it's currently in the third
Yeah.
season. They are 3 episodes in. Right. The first season did not like it.
You didn't like it at all?
at all.
Was that the mystery show you're talking about? White.
Yeah. This is the
Yeah.
one.
The rich.
The one that takes place in like resorts.
different
Yeah,
hotels.
yeah.
Resorts.
Okay.
I hated Sydney Sweeney's character from Jump.
Sure. Yeah.
Nah, I don't hate Sydney Sweeney. I don't hate her as an actor.
No,
it's
but-
just the roles they be giving her,
She
man.
be getting such bad.
Everybody was
characters.
too unlikable. It was too they were too unlikable on purpose, and it wasn't even a matter of like I'm looking for somebody to root for. It just became. It almost felt like torture porn in a way.
That sucks.
You know what I think I really liked about it as someone who worked in the hospitality industry is like I really relate to like a lot of what those people like go through, what those
I
employees
think
go
that's
through.
why, and I think I talked about it before we got on the stream. I was like, I think this hits for you is because you know some of these experiences and been through some of them, so you feel it on a different way. For me, I'm just like, these people all like really suck, and it's like really hard to like find enjoyment from them. And the way it went down, like for the finale of it all, I was like, this wasn't worth this many hours of TV for it to be that. I
Okay.
guess. I was expecting it to be something just a little bit more interesting. It was funny.
They were still like, feeling themselves out.
Yeah.
Trying to see what the formula is.
And I guess I thought the show would be a little bit more like mystery and be making me think more. Where
Mhm.
like it's not that at all, in my opinion.
Really?
It has the murder mystery label on it, but
Okay.
it's definitely more just like
A drama.
a drama. It's just messiness. Like it's almost like reality TV,
Okay.
but high
So
quality.
that's why he likes it.
And I think that's why he really likes it. The second season is way better than the first season, though.
Yeah. Yeah, the shenanigans.
Way, way better.
Okay.
Is it just because your girl's in it, Aubrey Plaza?
Actually, her character was pissing me off the whole time.
Oh,
Yeah, she made a lot of weird
But
decisions.
that whole 4-way couple was pissing me off the whole time. But the plot and how things escalated, I was like, yes, this is what I was probably looking for because it got just much more asinine.
Okay.
Speaking of asinine, then how'd you like Jennifer Coolidge's character?
She said the gays are after. She said the gays are trying to kill me.
The gays are after me.
The gays are trying to kill me. They want to decorate their houses or something. Like she was good. I like the way her character went out. I can't believe anybody ever told me to like I could just jump into any season because they switched the cast. No, this show clearly has lore. This interconnecting lore.
Is some continuity to it, but like if you're not paying attention to it,
why would you be watching a show and not? And that's what I fucking hate.
Yeah,
like we are single-handedly destroying TV because being able to say the conversation of, well, if you're not really paying attention to it, so it doesn't really matter. You shouldn't be fucking watching it.
Because for the most part, like with White Lotus, they introduce entirely new cast.
It's an entirely new cast. Entirely new clearly a connecting. Now that we're in the 3rd season, maybe you guys didn't know any better, but it's like there's clearly a connecting thread.
Yes.
Like you can't enjoy season 2 without seeing Jennifer Coolidge in season 1.
Yeah.
And then also meeting the fucking her husband.
Gary.
And then you can't enjoy this season without knowing season 1 from meeting Gary from season 1 and season 2.
And then
meeting Belinda from season 1.
Yeah.
So you can switch everything, but they're clearly, if I want to give the show more credit, like as if they really might be cooking something, they might be really cooking something as if something's wrong with this all the chains. There's some bigger issue. Like there's just like something else.
Yeah, White Lotus.
You know what I mean? There might be something more afoot. If I'm thinking the show is more than what it is, I don't think it is, but you clearly should watch it in order to at least appreciate when these characters return who have been gone for 2 seasons. Because then you're just like, you have no connection. It's good, but the hype was like, okay.
What's the rating?
It's like a 7 out of 10 show.
Okay.
Yeah, it's solid. Like the acting's good, but it's not the most phenomenal thing. The settings are beautiful, but it's not shot like anything like crazy. Like it's not the most crazy. It's just they're in good settings and people are just being shitty people and people like watching that.
Okay.
I think that the showrunners definitely have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah.
I think that the humor is done really well. I think again the acting it's not great, but it's good. It's definitely something to like look forward to.
Yeah.
Not so much as like, other shows with deeper storylines, but like White Lotus, like what you're signing, like season 1, season 2, season 3, like the formula is not that different from season to season. They're just like.
Now the funny thing is the weird family.
The incest thing.
Something's up with. Now I don't know about the brothers are sus. I don't know about the girl. The girl she's fine, but the girl went to purchase.
Oh, really?
Graduated in 2017, and then the mother.
That's my year.
The mother also went to purchase.
Wait,
from like ye olden times.
You're gonna have to show me because 2017 was my graduating year. Maybe I knew her.
I mean, I feel like she was probably a conservatory kid, so I feel like those guys.
I don't know. You still recognize some
people.
They're
in the dungeon sometimes. Her name is. I wasn't in the mic. Just Sarah Catherine Hook.
Wait.
I guess she did know her.
Yes, she did.
Stop! Oh my God! Yeah, that's my friend Sarah. We used to scream about Sailor
Sarah?
Moon together. That's crazy.
Want to bring her on the pod?
That's not gonna happen.
I haven't seen her
Who
in
you
years.
ask us to get next, Sydney?
Oh my God!
Imagine.
What are the fucking
No, it's not gonna
chances? Wow.
So like when you say friend, like is that like a loose term?
Like we were in class together. We'd hang out. We'd bond over Sailor
No,
Moon.
not were. I mean present tense now.
That's
What's
a
up?
that's a past.
Well, I haven't seen her in years.
It's been like what, that was 2017, so that was
8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Wow. Good for her.
She said good for her.
Yeah, I loved her. She was so much fun.
And then the mother went to purchase as well, but like probably like in the 70s or 80s.
Yeah.
So much older. But yeah, that's White Lotus.
All right, cool beans, Kimmy.
That's crazy.
Kimmy, what
She's still processing
I'm
it.
still like, that's crazy.
She said, you just show me this person.
Yeah.
It's not the first purchase person you see, something you watched in.
I know, but this one I actually know personally. You
do you
know?
follow each other on social media?
I
Probably not.
don't know. We might. I just don't go on my personal Instagram like that. So like, I could. I could
She's
look.
too popping now.
You never know.
Yeah, Kimmy, you're right. Yeah, Kimmy's too popping.
Well, apparently.
Yep.
I finished Gurren Lagann finally. Woo! too. So
Danny, how do you feel?
I honestly, Kimmy told us, this was like a few weeks ago now, and she didn't want to say anything until the pod. So
well, let's set her up.
I probably feel how you feel about Severance right now.
Yeah. So let's set you up, Kimmy. Kimmy, now that you've caught up on Gurren Lagann after Danny requested this for so long, how do you feel about it?
I understand some of the hype, but I know if I would have watched this when I was younger, like a lot of my friends did growing up, I also would have been in that as well. But there's also a lot of gripe I have with it, but just personal things.
What are the personal things? What are the gripes? That's what we need to.
You gotta cook.
They did my girl Yoko dirty.
Why?
They gave her 2 bitches that died. 2?
Yeah, in epic ways.
Oh my god, I don't give a fuck. First of all,
she grew so much as a character because of that.
But why her man's gonna die for that? They leave her alone.
Wasn't just her man's. That was Simone's man's.
I don't give a fuck.
That was his everything.
Okay, but
Yoko persevered.
No, I get it, but they first of all, like the main man, like he just died in episode 7. Kamina, right away.
That's rough. That's rough. It's rough for everybody.
Are you kidding? And he was the only hot boy of the show. Only hot boy. I was like, wow. The one hot dude.
I don't think she's wrong for feeling that way. Nobody was happy that Kamina died. Like Kamina is everybody loves Kamina. He's a fave.
He was immediately right there. The fun himbo, and then he just dies. I was expecting like a comeback and like. He showed up for like 1 second and 1 episode later, but I was like, that's it? That's it?
I know. That's so upsetting.
Crazy. And then I was like, okay. So they give her like, the chance with the other guy who has a crush on her. Kitan. And he still dies!
He's like the hillbilly version of Kamina.
He is. Yeah. He's the lesser version, obviously, but like...
he went out like a fucking champion.
He did. I'm just
that was
mad.
So sad. I loved it though when he like grabbed her in for that kiss. He's like, "I'm about to go on a suicide mission."
Yeah, no, he needed that. But like her psychologically, obviously she was like alone the rest of her life because that traumatized her so much. That was fucked. That was so fucked. I was so mad. Nobody ended up together. Freaking Simone and what's her face?
Mia.
I was tight. First of all, can we have a shout out for the fact that it was Starfire's voice actress?
Oh, I didn't know.
You watched it in English?
I did. I watched it in English.
I just didn't know what you watched it in.
No, I watched it in English. But yeah, so Starfire's original voice actress.
I think Rossiu and that one girl, his assistant, I think they ended up together.
Yeah, they ended up together. But like,
And then the blonde woman had kids with the other guy.
Yeah, but they were the only ones.
A lot of background characters.
Yeah, exactly. Like background characters, you don't really. You're like,
they got to eat. That's when you have a good cast of characters that really carries your anime, not just one protagonist.
Oh my god, yeah. I don't know. Rossiu pissed me off the whole fucking season.
Yeah,
so like,
annoying.
Okay, well, how do you feel about Simone at least?
Simone,
it's the main character. You haven't said anything.
So Simone, I think they
crushed by Kamina.
Yeah, I was.
Don't even see Simone.
I don't give a fuck. No, I'm kidding. Simone was cool. He had a really great character arc. Like the going from like little nobody to getting the confidence in himself. He had that grief in him. Who am I without Kamina? That whole thing, and just becoming the leader and the growth, and like even in the time skip, just like. What am I now? Like before I was this fighter and now I'm this leader. Am I this leader? All that kind of stuff. And I thought they did a good job with his character. Even the whole rebellious, woo, we're breaking out of jail. I'm in jail. All that stuff.
Even at the end, like after everything was over, he's just some fucking guy walking around.
Guy.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to be a leader.
Yeah.
I don't even want to be a politician. I want to be here.
Yeah.
What'd you think about like the powers and like the mechs and everything going on there? Like I'm pretty sure the escalation from what the series started at and how it ended, you probably were like,
how did we get here?
Yeah. No, I was like, wow, that time skip really time skip. I was like, damn. But you know what? That's exactly what I wish My Hero would have done. So I'm like, I was like this. I was like, I understand it.
This is like a how long is the time skip? Is it like 7 years?
It's 7 years.
Yeah, that's a lot. So
they go from little teens to like 20-year-olds.
This is why we was trying to tell you before. We seen so much shonen that we seen certain formulas, and we're like, My Hero, you was right there.
Yeah, it was right there.
You was right there, bro. You was right there.
Hard it would have gone.
Oh my god!
If every design you saw in the post My Hero designs, and that would have been like the second half of My Hero with the same stuff going on,
that's all I wanted.
then it would have been better.
That's all I wanted.
I would have redone my tattoo.
Yeah. Oh my
I'm
god.
super plus ultra.
Yeah. Oh my god.
But yeah, what'd you think about like the mechs and I guess whatever else?
The
going
mechs
on
were
there?
cool. Done really well. The whole drill thing, spiral. Yeah. So that
Spiral what?
Yeah. Spiral power. You know, that was
The
cool.
biggest ass pulling all. I was like, the spiral just does everything, huh?
Yeah,
Well, spiral is kind of like the force.
Yeah.
It's willpower.
hockey.
It's
Yeah.
hockey. It's willpower.
Yeah,
you know.
essentially. Also love the wide cast of characters. Like they had everybody, even though they only had like certain background characters for like a little bit. Not in the way that My Hero does it, where it's like more spread out and you actually learn a little bit more. But like you recognize the people, you recognize the characters, and like they still had like a majority of them like die at the end and all that jazz. But they did do it in their own way, and they respected that. Also Nia's, I love her roles from like, you know, super cute little princess to like, you know, oh, she goes evil, are we saving her, are we fighting her?
Yeah.
Very cool. I love that. And then also you see the society turn from like, we're barely picking up sticks to like, why are we all fighting for parking? And I was like, wow, okay. They did a lot within that like short period of time, so I was impressed.
Yeah. Not even a lot of episodes. There's a lot going on for
20. Yeah, what 26 episodes?
26,
yeah, that's why I was like, a lot happened here.
Okay, what do you think about the Spiral King?
Lord Genome.
Lord Genome. He was cool. I like that they remade at the end. He like made up for himself being a dick, pretty much. Even if it was like his own conscious, even if it's like genetically him or not. Yeah. Very well liked. I'm just like, damn, I knew Nia just had to die.
A lot of death in the show, but I think that's what makes the story better when the stakes are real. Like,
yeah, no, I get it. The stakes are real, but I'm like, damn, you think one happy ending? But no, none of these main characters got nothing. Everyone got
they all
fucked.
got to like spend the time with each other and do great things together. So like, see, sometimes you can't have it all though,
and that's why I think I also get mad at JJK because I'm like, damn, bro, this show did kill mad people, but we knew these motherfuckers in Gurren Lagann. You know what I mean?
You could tell, yeah.
Yeah, they were family. They like hijinks. They had barbecues. They had parties.
Exactly.
They got fights.
They never had that moment in JJK, even though like it's the same. They have more episodes, and we got less time with them in this than you know. So I don't know.
What's a takeaway? Like, what's a theme or like a moral lesson that you got from Gurren Lagann? And there's a lot of different.
This is Danny's baby, so.
I just want to know like what you took out of it. Like if there's like one thing you learned or one thing you could walk away knowing now because of the show. Not knowing now, but like, you know.
She said nothing. The spiral. The spiral. The spiral is real.
I know who the hot girl from Gurren Lagann is now that everybody cosplays. Yeah, I'm like, I know who Yoko is now. When all my hot cosplay girlies go cosplay her now, I'm like, I know who you are. She said,
what I took away is that now I know the story.
I know the story now. I know who my friends want to cosplay. My friend that has been yelling at me is like, oh, my Kitan cosplay didn't come in time for Katsu. Now I know who Kitan is.
Well, Danny, what did you take away from Gurren Lagann?
I think, do you guys remember when we did the 2016 episode and I told you that 2016 was like a transition year for me?
Yes.
It's because the year prior, I'm thinking 2015, I had like watched Gurren Lagann. And I think that
for the first time?
Mm-hmm. Mm. I think what Gurren Lagann does a really good job of is kind of like, no matter how depressed or sad you might be in your life, whatever stage you are, you just got to get mad at yourself and not settle for, what is the word? I don't know, just not settle for that state of mind that you're in right now and to move forward.
Complacency?
Sure. Be complacent in your depression or sad state of mind. And to just keep moving forward little by little, bit by bit, to strive for a tomorrow that's better than the one that you have today. To believe in the you that believes in yourself.
There we go.
You know, and that's what Gurren Lagann does a really good job in 26 episodes.
She said,
you see...
He knew the answer all along.
You know. She said, I didn't get any of that, but she's like, I'm gonna let you cook though.
I get it now. I get it because he was like super depressed. I just really didn't care for Simone that much, so I was.
He wasn't hot enough.
I don't know, man. He was cool.
I think the Kamina thing really fucked her up. I think she was like, I don't care anymore.
I didn't. That broke my heart. So, but like, I get it. He's having his like times, his character development. I just don't care for him.
I feel like most Gurren Lagann fans do like Kamina more than Simone.
No. Everyone cosplays Kamina. You know how many Kaminas I saw? Yeah, I saw Kamina at the club. Like
I see Kamina at the club.
I did. I saw him at the club. I took a picture of him. He was great.
I remember you posting it.
Yeah.
I saw that.
But like Simone?
Kamina is that guy.
It's hard to say. He's alpha male supreme, and I don't even use that term. So what do you give Gurren Lagann out of 10?
I'll give it 8 out of 10. Pretty great.
That's good.
That's good.
Especially the fact that it was such a good and encapsulating show in 26 episodes.
And the animation.
Animation was great.
For the time. It's the same studio, Gainax, that did Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I never watched that.
I thought the same, and they did Kill la Kill as well, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's the same studio.
Especially, like, I'm not a mech person. So I think that's
they have fun with the mechs.
Yeah, it's not just about the mechs.
Yeah. What do you think of the soundtrack?
Row, Fight the Power.
Oh, yeah. The jazz and the hip hop old school stuff. I like it. It reminds me very like old school Sonic, the cool hip hop.
Like Sonic Adventure Sonic.
Yeah.
When they used to actually do that.
Yeah. When they hired the rappers for all that. I thought it was very old school. I liked it. The early 2000s look. That was dope. I like that. The second season or the second part of the season was definitely a lot better than the first in terms of music. Liked it.
Yeah.
Also the art style too.
Yes, it's a lot. I mean, I don't even know how they get all the colors on the screen at that point.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why you're just like, damn, how do some anime still not look better than this?
Mm-hmm. Also, I appreciated that they had just an out gay character.
That's like, well, you probably don't remember
what
from when we did like the episode. Was that 5 when we had Trinity on? Well, we had to like bring up like anime, like queer anime characters.
Oh.
Danny, that's who Danny was.
That's who I brought up. What's his name?
Ron.
What? In the show? That's his name?
Yeah. Or at least in English.
Maybe in English.
I don't know
like
his name.
Was maybe different. I'm pretty sure he has a much more funkier name than that.
Yeah.
You can look it up, but I'm pretty sure his name was Ron, and that's why I was laughing about it.
That's why I was laughing about it.
Yeah, his name is Leron.
Yeah, Leron.
Littner.
And sometimes they call him Ron.
Oh, maybe.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, sure.
Leron.
Yeah, you threw me up with Ron. I was like, Ron.
I laughed about it.
Okay.
Yeah, Leron.
Yeah, I love that character. He's so smart, and every time he was like, "Yeah, so this is happening because the antimatter is mixing with this, causing the quantum flux," and they're all like,
"Everyone's like,
bro,
what?
I don't care."
And they were like, "This is going faster now with the power of friendship."
Oh,
yeah.
I understand it now.
Yeah.
I understand it. Danny is. Yo, you learning this is so funny.
I like that they not only kept him smart and cool, but they also made sure, like, he was unapologetically gay.
Yeah.
Right? Like, he would still flirt with the boys, and he would still do all that stuff. And like,
he was a fun character.
It was a great character, and you never see a character.
He was an op first, right?
Yeah,
he was an op first. Yeah.
Not really, because he got brought on when Yoko joins.
Yeah.
Because him and Yoko were together.
Okay, I haven't seen it in so long, so I can barely remember it sometimes.
Yeah. No,
he saw them. He saw Kamina and Simon. And he was like, "Yeah, I need to go with you guys."
Yeah.
All right.
So yeah, I like that they have like that kind of character. You never see that. I feel like in anime anymore. Just a straight up plain gay character. Like, it's great. You get insinuated, but they never like outwardly flirt with other characters like that anymore. So
except in One Piece.
Yeah, you get a lot of that in One Piece.
Whole island.
Oh yeah.
All right, Danny.
All right, so
go ahead.
What we're watching is something that has been blowing up on mainstream media.
Mainstream
Severance.
media. Why he sound like that?
Severance. For those of you who don't know, it's that show on Apple TV that Corey's been glazing for like the last 3 episodes of this podcast, where individuals go into work and a switch flips in your brain where that separates your personal life, your personal identity from your work identity. You're 2 completely different people, and vice versa. You don't remember what happens in either life. So, yeah. I caught up on it, as did Kimmy. We both did. That was our homework assignments for the last couple of weeks. And boy, did I drag myself through all those episodes.
Wow.
It was to the point, Kimmy. I already told Corey this. It was to the point where I had to put it on 2x speed.
What?
A lot of the time.
It was not that bad.
Girl, there were so many scenes where like they're just walking through a fucking hallway and no one's talking to anybody, or somebody's just in a dark room just staring at something.
It's a
Can we
creepy
just like
vibe.
keep it moving forward? No, you can do a
That's wild because me and my ADHD brain that I'm like, I need everything like this, and I was still watching the whole thing through. I was enthralled. I had a good time.
No,
it wasn't always. I don't believe it was as hyped as Corey made it out to be. Like he's like, this is the best thing on TV cinema right now, and I'm like, okay, it's not that.
A lot of people are saying that. A lot.
I did see a couple TikToks that said that too. Yeah. But
let me ask you this: do you think it needed to be this long?
Yeah, absolutely. No,
I think this could have been a limited series, 5 episodes.
What?
6 episodes.
No, there's barely any right now.
There's enough.
No.
When you told me that episode 4 of season 2 was the Enies Lobby Marineford of this series, I felt so betrayed.
What does that mean?
That was one where they go on the snow retreat, right? It's like this is the turning point of the series.
Oh, that was super cool. You didn't think that was cool? I was like, whoa, what the hell is happening?
I did not care.
What?
I was like,
the Gemma
what?
revealed.
What or the what?
The Gemma Miss Casey reveal?
The Heliar reveal?
No, Gemma and Miss Casey.
Oh, that happened at that was at the end of season 1. I'm talking specifically about season 2, episode 4.
Okay, but that one, like you're acting like the whole thing was boring.
Sure, that was a reveal. Sure.
But was it a cool reveal?
But like that was like the one thing out of everything that happened in season 2. That was the one thing that was like, oh my God, wow. And then that doesn't hold for much longer.
No, man.
Because like they don't do anything with that even in season 2. And then when season 2 comes along, it's like there were no consequences really for whatever happened at the end of season 1. As much of a buildup as there was at the end of season 1, what ended up happening, they gave Mark his old team back anyway. Mark S won't work with anyone else besides his team. We have to give him his team back because Mark S is super special. Cold Harbor.
I don't know. I thought it was well done. I thought it was very cool.
Yes, it was well done, but it dragged. I don't think it needed to be this long. It's a great concept. I get it. Innies, outies, human rights. I get it. It did not need to be this long.
But it would have explained as much.
What is as much? Most of the time they're just like having awkward ass conversations, and Mr. Milchek is flexing on them the entire time. Doing his little power plays, being an asshole.
Yeah, it's corporate work. It's like, I don't know.
I felt like I was at an AI corporate like seminar, just like wanting to claw my eyes out.
Oh my gosh.
It's a good show. I'll still give it a 7 out of 10, but like the overhype is so real with it.
No, I thought it was very well done. I think it's like, I want to say like an 8.5. It was very good.
The best part in the whole series was when somebody asked Heliar what she really wanted in the beginning. She's like, well, what can we do for you? Like, what can we really do? And she's like, I want my Audi to die knowing I'm the one that killed her. Like,
yeah, when she killed herself, that was crazy. I was like, yo, good for you.
She saw that video of herself saying, you have no rights. And she was like,
and she said, oh, word? Bet. Respect on my girl, Helly.
She grabbed that extension cord. She grabbed that garbage can. She's like,
the second she grabbed the extension cord, I said, let's go, bitch.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Heliar is so funny.
I love Heliar. It's great because you could tell Helena is such a cunt and it's just so opposite of her and it's great.
Dylan, that moment when he was meeting his Audi's wife and he's like learning about himself and he's like, and she's like, oh yeah, you know, your Audi's, he's had this job, he's had that job. He doesn't really keep jobs. And he's like,
wow, he's a fuck up. Yeah.
And she's like, no.
And then she was like, ah. Like, I was like, oh, yeah.
That was funny.
I definitely think she's falling in love with his innie.
Oh, yeah, for sure. She's like, this is a different version of the
Corey,
man I fell in love with.
You got to speak.
No, I'm just listening. I'm like, gotta let him get his shit off. Gotta let him get his shit off.
Again, there's a lot to like about the show. For me, it's should have been smaller.
You didn't think any of the drama with Bert?
What's the drama? Oh, my God, Bert and Irving? I don't. Christopher Walken was the most entertaining thing, and that's just because of the way he talks. Yeah, you know, Bert, he's a good guy, but Irving, you know.
Oh, he's so good at that.
Yeah. That's it. But I don't. Irving, cool. He's a quirky character. I've worked with an Irving.
He was great. It was a good time, and the sacrifice he made for Helly to get Helly back.
Well, how do you feel about the show, Kimmy? Let's get your full thoughts on the show.
I thought it was so well done. I think it's different. Also, it shows, I don't know, you don't see, well, at least I don't watch too many like 9 to 5 shows, like especially with a concept like something like this that's super creepy. I thought it really held over well on like the super awkward, cringy office life. And then also just like who we are outside of the people that, you know, we born with. If we don't have that, you know, souls inside, are they, you know, 2 separate souls, all this. It was a very interesting concept. And the fact that they took Mark's wife and, you know, stole her and all that stuff, and just the creepiness is, it's so well done. I haven't seen something like this in a while, and it's very refreshing. And I don't know, I heavily enjoyed it. I feel like you just don't like it. You never like anything because you think it's overhyped.
That is certainly true, but I'm telling you, that has nothing to do with my feelings.
I feel like if Corey didn't yell about it for so many weeks, you'd be like, no, actually, it was a very good show.
Corey made a good point when we were talking about it on the side, where like this isn't the type of show that should be binged. This is better. I mean, clearly you had a different experience from me.
Yeah, I binged
very
it.
different.
Yeah, I binged it as well. I binged it as well, but I do not think it is a show that should be binged. But continue.
Yeah, what were we just saying? About, you were just making points. Oh, about the corporate, the creepiness. Like, I know you guys don't watch like a lot of horror movies and stuff, but like it's really not that creepy. The only thing that's creepy is that these all look like empty spaces. What are those called? Like luminary spaces?
It's not just creepy. It's like unsettling.
I get it. There's a mystery. Corporations going to be corporations. They're probably doing something. Like, is it AI? At one point, I'm like, oh, they're all in fucking Sword Art Online. They're all like downloading their digital consciousness. Like, it's something. I don't care. Whatever this company is doing.
Maybe it's just the subject he doesn't care for. You know, like he cared about White Lotus.
It's not even the acting. The acting's not even that good. The acting's okay.
I'm not talking about the acting.
I'm just like pointing something else out about the show. Like, it's not just the subject.
The acting's not good?
No.
They're all, now I have to cut you off. They're all doing 2 different roles.
Yeah, each.
Most of those roles are just awkward, blank people. There's no depth.
Heard you.
That's
to
not
the
true. That's not even true in the slightest.
It's really not that different.
You're glazing the acting in White Lotus when all they're doing is being assholes.
Glaze the acting.
Yes, you did.
You're gonna have to roll. I said it's just okay.
No. In this episode, you said it's just okay. Last episode, because I came to critique it this time. Last episode, you were like, acting phenomenal. The settings phenomenal. Beautiful. Like,
oh, he said, roll that tape back.
I think that they're playing more dramatic characters than some of the characters that are being portrayed.
Drama doesn't always mean good acting,
right? And in what is this, Severance? It's very monotone throughout the entire time, unless Marquez is freaking out about his wife Gemma.
I don't know. I think it's so well done, considering like you can see
it delivers
and feel the
office
differences.
For us, for people who have worked in office settings, you haven't, right?
Yeah,
you don't work in office setting.
I work in an office every day.
It's different.
You literally work in the hotel industry, which is White Lotus. It is 2 different industries, 2 different concepts as a whole, especially as a show. I think for us having that experience and knowing a little bit more about it, that mundaneness is like the experience, and like the waffle party, right?
Yeah,
the music dance experience, right? Like those little things, like
you may have
like getting incentives instead of a raise.
Oh, I got
is the experience, right? But we don't have the same type of drama in offices that maybe I might have in the hotel industry. I heard some of your stories. We ain't got nowhere near the same type of stories you got. You know what I mean?
Different things.
I'm not gonna blast nobody.
Yeah.
So that's the different experience. Also, the reason why I'm saying the weekly thing, you haven't had time to really sit and even think about the show. Even though if you just say you don't care, then there's nothing I can do to force you to care about it. But if you just want to choose to just be like, I don't care, and I don't choose to try to care, there's nothing I can do. But the more you have time to sit and think about the show, and just like, now you're just stuck. You have to, episode 7 aired. You didn't even say what you thought about episode 7.
Yeah. The big Gemma reveal, what's been going on the whole time.
What are you gonna say, big whoop? You don't care.
That was
Gemma's been doing different experiences, doing the different switches and the different rooms, and they've been experimenting on her the whole time. You see the mad doctor who's been with her the whole time.
Yeah, who's
Mark's at 96% because of all the nosebleeds. No, I get it.
That's not why.
That's what they said in the show, because he's doing the reintegration thing.
See, they don't know that he's reintegrated.
Yeah.
right? The Lumen company.
But they're saying because of the nosebleeds, but because of the reintegration that he's doing.
He's bleeding because of the reintegration.
Yes.
Yes.
But they think he just had a nosebleed.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? It's not.
Which, let's be honest, there's no way that woman, the doctor, is not still working with Lumen. Let's be honest. How do we know that that's not part?
Who are you talking about?
The lady who used to work at Lumen.
Cobell?
No,
No,
the woman who
black lady.
reintegrated Petey and now is reintegrating
woman.
Scott.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know.
That could all be a part of
No.
Lumen's plans
I
for
don't think
Cold
so.
Harbor.
And look at that.
No.
This is where the show gets interesting because we can have
Yeah,
this
but like-
discourse. You know what I mean? Like I'm not saying whether you're right or wrong.
Theories.
There's more to think about on the show because they haven't told us everything yet. You don't know everything you need to know. We don't know what Lumen's.
Oh my god! Get the fuck out of me!
All right, Siri, relax. We don't know everything about Lumen. We don't know what they do. We don't know if they own this whole city. We don't know what. This is not even a real town in America. We don't.
That city looks so fake.
It does
Every
look-
time they're
it
driving around.
But here's the thing, it does. They own the property. I don't know the deal with that. Things are shaped like the Lumen logo everywhere. Is Irving reintegrated already?
Do you guys
I
want to
don't
go
know.
to Lumen?
I heard it's like in Jersey. I ain't going.
It's right there.
Nah, I ain't going over there.
That looks so cool.
Is Miss Huang their daughter grown up? Are they trying to bring Kier back to life? I don't know. Like there's so many.
Oh, Miss
different-
Wong, their daughter growing up?
No, I think Miss Huang is part of the school in the same way Miss Cobell grew up in
I
like
think
a
that
school.
now, but like
Yeah.
that. Here's the thing. I've been watching weekly,
Mhm.
so I had to sit here and wait for weeks to get to that point.
Mhm.
When she got introduced, we're sitting here like,
Well, the fuck
why is there a
this
kid? We
This
asked.
child.
I'm asking, why is there a kid here? They're like, why is there a kid here? I'm like,
Literally
cool.
every time.
We're not insane. Nobody's insane, right? Like the fact that you say like nothing happened, meanwhile you just like reiterated all of the crazy things that did happen.
I just
was
don't think
like-
it's that crazy. Like,
But you seemed happy about it. You were like, man, that moment, then that moment,
Yeah,
then
you
that moment,
enjoyed
Helly,
it.
then
the
that moment.
Helliar moment, the
Like Helly
the
walking up
Dylan
on him.
moment.
So you didn't find anything interesting about Helly walking up on him in the diner? Like, why the fuck are you? Why are you messing with him?
It's nothing that's outside the realm of possibility of what could happen here. But clearly, Mark S is someone super special, and you learn that very early on in season 1 when Cobell. In the first episode when Cobell's living next door,
Yeah,
and in the first,
but you don't know that though at first.
But
who
at,
she
at
is.
first, I'm like, oh, maybe Cobell is also an Audi, a severed person.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, well, maybe she's kind of, and then you know that she's not. And then you're kind of like, okay, well, maybe she's keeping an eye on other people who live. There.
Well, the mystery more is that at first, when you have to start slowly, you just think that's his boss. You don't realize that's his neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Next episode.
Isn't that the end of the first episode? You find out that they're neighbors. At the end of the first.
I think it's the end. I can't remember if it's
The
the end of the first or the
Mhm,
second, right? So
mhm.
you go in that episode not knowing that mystery reveal. Then you're trying to figure out what's her deal. Okay, why? Okay, now you're being extra creepy, right? Then you don't even realize how big the whole Severance project really is, because then you find out the whole woman was pregnant, and then they're using it to like hide from pregnancies and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's so
Not half a
sad.
pregnancy.
That's so sad.
Like,
Your
there's
entire
so-
existence is.
The concept is so
Buddy, I never said it wasn't. I just said it didn't need to be this long. The
But
concept
how
is
do
great.
how do you explore it without it being longer?
Yeah, to explain all of that.
How do you
want
get
it to be
all of this stuff?
longer?
I only want it to
There's
be like
so
4
much that
seasons.
needs to be said.
because there's so much they have to unravel.
Yeah.
Bro.
Okay. What's,
what-
what's left to unravel?
In your version, since you know how to write, how do you tell this story and exactly what you think the story is going to end up being? Say you have a hypothesis. Try to get that all in like each episode was supposed to be every big thing that happened
You want me to break it
in
down
the past. In the past, what a season and a half? Every single big moment you said should have just been each episode.
for you? You want me to break it down?
Go ahead.
Let me get ChatGPT real quick.
Go ahead.
Because I'm not a
my
writer.
God.
I'm not a writer.
So then you're saying this could have been done in 8 episodes.
I'm
But
just
it could
saying for
not.
visual appeal for a certain select audience, clearly myself, and I'm in the minority, I don't think it needs to be that long. I think that you're telling me that every single scene and every single minute of every single episode was extremely important. You're telling me that nothing could have been trimmed down? These awkward silences.
That's every show, bro.
Yeah.
No, with
You're
Severance,
wilding, bro. That's
no.
every show. That's
Bro,
every show. I
how
could do that to
The
every show.
awkwardness is part of like the office thing. Like the
doesn't need
office
to
is
be so
supposed to be
much.
awkward and all that kind of stuff. It's not even that bad. Like
It's
it
not
really
even the
I'm just-
content that they're exploring. It's these awkward moments, these moments of silence.
It's the
quiet.
It's the conversations. It's the nuance between how they're speaking.
Yeah.
This is the reason why I'm calling it so impressive, because the Innie is literally a whole different character than the Audi. The portrayals, you have to read on every single moment. There's people that had to wait weekly and had no idea that Helena was actually Helly the whole time because they're not fucking paying
so
They're
proud
not fucking. I'm not saying
out.
it's got to be you, but I'm saying I was there, right? Weekly when you don't have the answer. When they revealed that in episode 4, the internet that's part of the Severance community was like, there's people that theorized it. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but that still wasn't something that some people pick up on. Not everybody.
I thought that was so obvious. The moment that she lied,
I was so happy.
You called it out?
Yeah, I called it out. The moment
that she lied about what her Audi really was, like, you tell me that the Helliar that was ready to hang herself in the elevator wouldn't have put her Audi on blast right then and there?
There's a section of people that did believe that, oh, maybe she's embarrassed to let them know that
No, before that, I even called it out. The second that she came back, I was like, that's not her.
That's not her.
But that's the nuance that's the beauty of being week to week is what I'm saying. Like, we had to sit on that for 7 days, and that's the only thing we could talk. And then you just have fun yapping about it.
Sure.
It's the same way with One Piece. We just have fun.
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
All right. There's no appeasing him.
I gave it a 7 out of 10.
I'm
happy. What do you want from me?
I'm just saying, you saying that this could be all said in one season, I think is probably the most egregious thing you said. And I don't know how you could feel like that's feasible with how much the show could potentially explore and how many questions you seem to have because we don't have the answers. But yet you still think that this could have been done in one season.
I personally think that Danny just doesn't like it because he doesn't like anything that's super overhyped and he finds
I think that's definitely more of it. Like, it happens every time to you.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody say that something was great,
he's like, yeah, it's not that
you
great.
have had to just come in and be like, minus 1 point at least.
I like Sonic 3.
Bro, we haven't talked about Sonic 3 and nobody glazed Sonic 3.
You and I talked about it. Yeah, but people said it was good.
No, but it was more like a fun thing.
Best out of the 3.
Best out of the 3, but not the best.
Just using that as an example.
Yeah,
Wolverine and Deadpool, he like despised it.
He's despised it. But guess what? When he's despised it OD, but his criticisms were valid. Because guess what? That movie wasn't doing nothing special. Where like my frustrations with how you feel about this show, I'm like, man, it sucks because God forbid we get one fucking good show that has a really interesting concept that wants to take the time to explore it, that wants to take the time to build character moments because everybody just can't fucking pay attention. Everything wants everything to come out at one time because they want to binge it or they just can't, they don't have the attention span. Sorry, don't mean to come at the ADHD people, but everybody got it all these days. So it's just like, what, it has to be drama all the time. It has to be messy all the time. It has to be sparkly. It has to be murdering all the time. This is a thriller and an interest, like a world and the stuff that is building where you can go anywhere and everybody's just having fun talking about it weekly on a different scale than even what Game of Thrones did. Because at least Game of Thrones has source material. This is just raw.
Raw dogging it.
This is just raw. We don't even know what a season 3 could hold. I don't know I don't think it's going to be that long. It's like a story that should be that long. But I don't think it should have been one season.
I definitely don't think it was one season.
How long do you think it's going to be?
Max, I think that they're going to follow. I think each season represents the core principles of Kier. I think the season 1 was woe. That's the first principle. The second principle is frolic because all this season, they've been frolicking.
The guy with the tattoo.
Niggas been frolicking all season. Niggas been fucking. Niggas been trying to potentially have threesomes. I wish my guy got his threesome, but he didn't get his threesome. Irvin is baby girl. I hope you talking bad about Irvin. God bless your soul, because that's baby girl.
That's truly.
He went from loyalist to a company, die hard, which I've seen so many people be like, I believe in the vision of this company, to being like, let's burn this place to the ground. Do it, Seth.
I was ready.
She's a mole.
That was crazy. That character development.
Cooking. Mr. Milchick going through all this, the racist shit going on. They actually go in there and they didn't even have to. I thought they were just like,
when he tried to talk to Natalie about it.
Yeah.
And the double nuance, because sorry, Sydney, we also know Sydney because Sydney went to purchase, but Natalie, there's so much things that's exploring in themes. And I'm like, dude, you're like selling it so short. It feels like I'm almost disappointed in you because of like how much you're just like not appreciating everything that they're putting on the table as talking points versus all the other just so much straightforward TV we've gotten over the past decade. And that's it. I let you cook for Madeline. I just had to get that off.
Listen, I'm not calling it a bad show. It's just not my cup of tea.
That's valid. Not everyone's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. But also, I'm glad that you talked about the race thing because I screamed. I was ready. I was like,
paintings.
When
Bro,
got the
changed the eyes blue. I'm like, dude,
no,
what
I
do
was.
you mean? This
Listen,
show's not
he was
interested.
like, on the painting, he's like, here are the paintings and your likeness. I was like, I know she's not about to whip out these paintings as him, as a black guy. I know they're not all about to be black right now. And she whipped it out. I said,
They
and
were
we
all black
screamed.
with blue eyes.
With
You
blue
like that does nothing for you.
Yo.
I mean, I thought it was fucked up. No, I had those
You
thoughts.
made it like the show was so boring. I'm like, dude, there's so many moments where you probably was like,
Wild.
what the fuck?
Scream.
It was
Yeah,
slow.
yeah.
They were mundane.
It was a what the fuck moment for sure.
They had bro in
He
there.
he felt so uncomfortable in that moment. You could feel it.
Now they got bro trembling to try to stop saying big words
Yeah.
and using too many paper clips. That's insane. They're trying to completely destroy this man from being who he is. Essentially, he's gonna turn. He has to turn. He has to get revenge on them
Eventually,
somehow.
but not yet.
I wouldn't have thought until he got the paintings and until Natalie even tried to talk to him about it, and she was just like,
You have to watch him
not
unravel,
about
and they're
it.
taking their time. You watching him slowly
Exactly.
unravel.
It's the build up.
He got this position of power,
Yo.
something that black people always try to get in a company, and then you get there finally, and it's like now they're trying to strip you of who you are. You're slowly trying to be like, all right, do I keep myself or do I just succumb to this company, this being, Amazon or whatever Lumen is supposed to represent that's all powerful? Like this, there's so many ways to think of, oh God.
when
Lumen
Milchek
is
told Gemma
listening.
to go back into the elevator,
Oh,
I was like,
Ah.
damn.
Like they cooked episode 7, bro. We didn't know any of those things. We didn't know
Yep.
anything about downstairs. Then the fact that you realize, like, oh, she really is trapped.
yeah.
Because as soon as you go up one floor,
That's it.
you
Severed.
You severed into a different version of yourself, and you just
Mhm.
gonna listen to whoever and go back downstairs.
Mhm.
How? How are we gonna get down there? Why does Irvin even have images of it? Like,
Yeah.
why does he know? Why are they doing research on Irvin while he's visiting Bert? Why does Bert work for Lumen for 20 years?
Yep.
Like, they're building a world out here.
Bert definitely. He's been here a while. I can tell you that.
And-
I think Outie Bert. I think is evil.
He's evil. Not like I'm a whole evil.
No,
like, I don't
he
think
like-
he's just I'm a whole. Like
no.
he said, no, I'm a bad person.
He said, "I'm
You know
going to
what I mean?
hell."
And what I'm seeing here so far, and I hope that this can lend you some type of different type of perspective of how I view it, is just the beginning parts of what One Piece feels like. Where it feels like this doesn't need to be all this or whatever's going on here. I didn't need where people were like, I don't need Kuro. Where people say like, I don't need this arc. People just always trying to chip away at arcs. And then you as a fan, you're sitting here like, yeah, but like it's building towards something. It's adding to it. It's why not have it so that when they add to something else, you can believe more into what they're telling you. Whereas suppose it just doesn't feel like whiplash of a theme. So that's why I'm just like, man, dude, like you're a One Piece fan. Like this is a whole world.
I think you're really like under. What's the word I want to use? I think you're not understanding the scenes that I'm talking about and the scenes that you guys are talking about. I'm telling you, if we were to rewatch it, there are just scenes of people just walking that don't need to be, and no one's talking that don't need to be that long.
Okay.
And just what the hallway
I'm
scenes.
telling
Like what,
you,
him, like when he's walking down the
I
hallway?
can't remember off the top of my head.
There's always
there's just so
I get
many
it. There's a lot of
moments
long
that
hallway
just
scenes.
drag for no reason, or somebody literally just staring at the wall for mad long for no reason. I get 3 seconds of it, but if it's 10 seconds or more, what are we doing? What are we doing?
I don't recall that many moments like that, but at the same time, I feel like you can do that to every TV show, and that feels almost unfair of a nitpick. Like you can do it to every show, depending on your taste. You can do it to a reality TV show. You could have did it to White Lotus. You could do it to, I don't know, Fallout. You could do it to any TV show. Just say like, I don't need that scene. I don't need that scene. But sometimes scenes are just there.
He's just saying there's too many awkward ones. Which, like, I mean, I think that's part of the show's charm is like
Yeah.
the awkward corporate.
And a lot of
stuff.
the time in those moments, they are showing also how they shoot the show is very intentional in regards to symmetry, in regards to colors.
Yeah, you brought that up before.
Symmetry, how colors is on screen, colors that people are wearing. Like
The
everything is
fluorescent lighting.
everything is extremely intentional. So like even though you may feel like they're mundane shots, it's like it's effort put into it. And it's like that for a reason. Now you can say it's not your cup of taste, but it's not for no reason. Like the walking down the hall scenes, it's kind of giving you what it feels like working in a building that's like that
big.
Like when you're just like, all right,
where am I going?
Cube. Like, how they did the intro for season 2 is the same exact intro for season 1, except this time he's not happy and jolly. He's he's just frantic, running over the place, giving you a sense of dread. You know what I mean?
To be honest with you, I skip the intro almost every time.
The intro song.
Watched it.
You don't you don't think the intro song is cool at all? You don't think
okay,
you don't think the visuals and
I was trying to catch up. I'm like, skip.
But you don't think the song is cool at all?
No, it's fine.
Right.
Yeah.
Do you think that
I'm not shitting on it?
Do you think the fact that they have clues in the intro is cool?
I wouldn't be able to tell you. I watched it one time and that was it.
Well, they do like this. It's like they put in so much work, man.
Yeah.
I'm trying to catch up over here. I had homework to do.
I get it now.
I did too, but I still paid attention.
I needed this to be over so I could go back to Yellow Jackets.
Okay. Anyways, yep. But that's our take on Severance.
Yep. So let's say a news on. You said the Haikyuu news you got.
Yes. Okay. So Haikyuu, fantastic news. Woo 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 woo. So now, before where they said that they're just doing 2 final movies, it doesn't say final anymore in the last movie on the title. So that's 1. 2.
What does that even mean?
So does that mean there's going to be more movies? Because you said that the content that they're doing, to be wrapped up into 2 movies was ridiculous. So do you think that they're just like?
Yeah. So 1, they officially said, remember I told you if they're going to take out the whole Bokuto match, and I was like, are they going to take out my boys? And no, they officially said they're making a whole episode dedicated to that. So that's going to be its own thing. I'm like,
the ticket sales did really good.
They did really good. And now the last movie, the next movie that they have, which is the Kamomedai match, which is Karasuno versus Kamomedai. It's the little kid with the white hair, the other little giant. So now like that's going to be the other movie. And so now that it doesn't say final anymore, people are hoping that means that we are going to get either another movie after or actually get a season 5. So, which is great news. So I'm like, woo, this is a win.
That's good. I think that the movie sales are only going to do better.
I think it was in the top, 10 movies out of 2024?
Nice.
Yeah. I think it was number 7, 6 or 7.
Movies?
No, of all movies of 2024, I believe.
That don't sound right.
At least maybe in the United States, but I saw it on the chart. And
girl, that don't sound right.
I don't.
In your heart of hearts, you think Haikyuu?
I read it.
Where?
I don't remember.
I read it. Is a lot. You see a lot of people on Facebook say I read it too.
Okay, look it up.
Top 10 grossing movies of 2024. You think Haikyuu's gonna be there
in this country or worldwide?
I don't know. It was one of them.
Okay,
look up this country first.
Number 1, Inside Out 2, Deadpool, and this is worldwide. Oh, it has domestic too. Okay, well at that point, let me just fucking skip through it. Yeah, Haikyuu's not even in the top 20.
Are you sure? Well, it was somewhere. I did read it was like number 6 or 7.
Haikyuu is 48.
Okay. Well, it was.
This is one website. I don't know. This is Box Office Mojo.
That's the website.
Okay, well, it was
that's the website.
Well, at the time, that's still huge. I mean, for an anime movie,
we're not saying, but it was top 10. I was like, girl, know that's not true.
I can't remember. It was top 10 of something.
It was top 10
of Crunchyroll.
That's the top 10 animated movies or anime movies, maybe.
But it was a mix of movies. That's what I remember the list. I don't remember the list at the time. Right. I'm pretty sure I sent you guys a screenshot, and I was like, "Yo," and you guys were like, "Cool." Like
that's probably why we said cool because it was Cap.
I don't know.
Stop the Cap.
Either way, super excited, very happy about that. Great news.
Nice.
But yeah.
You know what's crazy? I actually still haven't watched the movie.
I watched it.
You did?
Yeah.
Damn, I gotta watch it. I don't know why.
Very well done.
Good.
What is it on?
Crunchyroll?
Is it?
If it's on Crunchyroll, it's going down.
I'm pretty sure. Did I buy it? No, I didn't buy it already.
You know what? It's worth buying.
It is. It was very, very well done.
Yeah, but I'm not a Haikyuu fan like that. So I'm like, there's no way in hell I rented or bought it.
But
I think it was on Crunchyroll.
They added a new perspective to it, which I thought was very cool.
$6 is worth it. That's how much
the POV shit. Like that shit was fire.
Yeah.
Like the movie was well shot. Like it was dope.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it wasn't dope. I was just like, I wasn't gonna spend. I'm not a Haikyuu stan where I was gonna spend money to buy it at the moment.
Speaking of stans, we gotta talk about that newest episode of Solo Leveling. Did you guys watch it?
I did.
So there's a lot of discourse going on online right now. So much so that the most recent episode of Solo Leveling got dislike bombed
on Crunchyroll
crazy.
and not a fake website and not an illegal streaming website.
Actual Crunchyroll, yeah.
Which is insane because this is the one episode where we don't get a lot of action. This is probably one of the first times since the first 2 episodes that we actually see this man show a little bit of emotion.
Yes.
And that did not sit right with the fans.
Apparently, well, some fans, because the incels don't know how to fucking take emotion,
You know
and a
what's crazy?
guy that actually shows emotion for the first time.
It's not even just the incels, unfortunately. I work with a couple of people. They're not incels, and they also did not like the episode.
No.
And Cella Jace?
Sure. I was very shocked by their
Were you
opinions on this
disappointed?
episode. Yes.
I would have
Very
been disappointed.
I
in them.
cried, guys.
I cried too.
I thought it was a fantastic episode.
I
beautiful
Thought it was
episode.
I think it was actually one of the best episodes of the series.
I think so
far.
too.
When he's holding his mom's hand
Oh my god!
next to his face, and he's like, "It's okay, daijoubu."
I was like
I
actually showing depth for this character that's been a fucking like blank face since he turned into a hot boy.
I feel so vindicated for going out on the ledge so early about this series because now I'm finally seeing the internet start to turn.
Dude, and like it's perfect for you.
It's great.
It's gonna age so well because I'm
He
like,
stopped his aura forming.
Yo, aura
Literally,
farming was
like-
crazy. What
Are
do
you guys
mean?
serious
word,
right
and
now?
Danny don't even use that word. That's the first time I heard that come out your mouth.
Didn't you guys
No,
say?
in the thing that I sent.
Yeah, she sent the picture.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like copying.
No,
how they
No,
say
no,
it.
that was the top comment.
That was
Yeah.
the
They stopped
comment.
my boy from aura forming. That's a serious critique you have.
Oh,
Yes, bro. They're so
That's-
like they're so. That's what you don't get to be on that part of the internet, bro.
No.
And that's what I be trying to say. Like, yo, dude, there is some like we've been using. Everything can't be peak. If everything's peak, then nothing is peak.
Mhm.
We're calling things peak just for good animation now, for it to be good fights. We've
Mhm.
lost the plot, bro.
Mhm.
We've really lost the plot with it. Like. That's why like people are gonna get mad at JJK if it doesn't look on par at all times because it is so peak at its animation.
Mhm.
But it's like, God forbid, the shit slowed down and took a
For
moment.
2
Then
seconds.
if it, you see what they did, Solo Leveling for no, the Solo Leveling has done nothing to let them down all series. It has been gas on the pedal, beautiful animation, great fights, hype after hype after hype.
Still terrible
aura
theme
farming
song.
galore, still bad theme song,
and ending
and
song.
God damn, they take
Oh,
one
that ending song's
episode.
good.
Mm.
I like
It's
it.
better than the first one.
Yeah. Oh,
Way
It's better than the first one, but still
Season
bad.
1 was
Way better than the first one.
atrocious.
It's like y'all don't deserve for this to be a top 20 anime because
Yep.
they try to flesh out your character and give him a moment and reward him for everything he's been through. And you're like,
His literally one goal. His goal always has been to
I'm
help
gonna
his
cure
mom.
my mother.
He's literally left that castle like 2 times.
and I
come
know
back
it's
2
about to get
times.
lit right after this episode. It's like,
Exactly.
damn, bro, you didn't. One episode killed y'all.
And it was like half the episode because the beginning, he revives the dragon, which now my man's got a dragon.
Yes.
And then he heals his mom. And then the second half of the episode was them like
Prepping up.
prepping. So like there's still like some fighting.
And
so,
even
like,
that was cool.
yeah.
Everybody meeting up in the train
And
thing.
so you guys are disliking it for that.
That's crazy.
And you know what's crazy is that the scene where he's crying looked great.
It did. It
The
looked
way the tears were
beautiful.
falling down his face looked good.
It was
Even
so
how his mom was speaking to him, her response,
Yeah.
her kind of like, oh man, you're so big. Like seeing like that size difference, like knowing how many years.
Yeah.
Bro, and it's sad. It's so sad because I know they're also cutting some of small, like they're cutting moments, right? During the
I
season.
don't remember.
Like, well, I see some YouTube videos that show all the moments that they cut, all the slower character moments, like where you figure out, like, okay, this is a conversation. What's that? I don't know the guy's name, but the guy with the red hair who could turn white hair.
Oh,
turns,
yeah.
like
I don't know
animalistic.
his- I don't know
Like,
his
name.
there's a
Tiger
whole
guy.
conversation that they cut that he had with somebody else. That fills in some things you may not have an answer. You may not even be thinking about it because it's always hype because it's just fighting all the time. But like
Mhm.
they are cutting the moments that would add more character
Yeah.
because it's just
Really?
all hype.
I think one thing that they also touched in this episode was when he's like spending time with his family and he's like feeling that there's like this distance now because of
Mhm.
some of the things
Because of the shit
he's
that
had
he's
to
done.
do. You know, he's killed a couple of people. So
Mhm.
he's really like,
They didn't want. They
feeling
don't
it
want.
now.
They don't want to think about it. These weeks. These. Oh God.
he's even thinking about not even going to help with the Jeju thing because he wants to be with his family.
Yeah.
His mom just came out of a coma. He doesn't want to risk his life fighting a fight that's not his. He wants to be with his family.
Yeah.
It
That's
is.
really nice. That's really sweet. And these fucking fans are like, nah, bro, he's soft. He's not my king. He's not an alpha.
Oh my god, these people.
He's a high value man and needs to fucking go out there.
And I think that's what's pushing the Solo Leveling fan base. I think
Ridiculous.
they have been the whole time the loudest portion. And to see my other creators and people on the internet finally be like,
y'all are stupid as hell.
Not only calling them stupid for that take, but now I see people starting to be like, okay, guys, I think we're starting to overglaze the story of this. And like people are starting to come to their senses because we're so much further into the season now.
Mm-hmm.
But it was still a good episode. Fantastic.
I promise you, Jeju Island is not going to be that much different from like everything else.
I believe you.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be. I believe you. I take you for your word when it comes to what's going to happen in the story.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we have anything else?
The mess of a Powerpuff Girls.
Oh, yo, the pop. I'm so glad you didn't forget.
All right, guys. So real quick. So years ago, they said they were going to do a CW Powerpuff Girls show about when they are older. And it got canceled, and some people, were sad about it. Some people were relieved. But then the script dropped and everyone was like, oh, this would have been a shit show. Okay. Thank God. But then they released a trailer for it.
Well, they didn't release a trailer. Trailer was leaked.
Trailer was leaked. Sorry. Trailer was leaked.
Yo, kudos to whoever did that.
Yeah. And we're getting a lot of responses. Majority I see is saying like, oh, thank God this thing didn't go through. But a lot of people have been like, yo, this would have been hilarious to watch. Like I would have watched 10 seasons of that, of that mess.
No, I don't believe that's true. For anybody who knows the CW intimately,
yes,
and the quality of the production that they put out,
absolutely not.
No,
it would have been Riverdale all over again, but worse.
I would watch it.
Oh, you love mess.
Did you watch Batgirl?
No, I watched the first season. I watched the first season.
Okay.
I didn't think about it. I said no. I watched the first season. I would watch. I would at least watch a season of this.
Yeah.
Because it did seem a little cool. Like I don't know.
Oh,
bro. They killed Mojo Jojo. Of course they killed Mojo Jojo.
No, but,
you know how many times they beat?
They killed Mojo. Jojo is a separate character.
Oh,
no, they killed the dad though. They killed Mojo Jojo.
But Mojo and Jojo are separate characters.
Why are you fucking with me right now?
That's what it is.
No, I know that. I'm saying like, why?
It's stupid. It should have been Mojo Jojo as one person. I don't know. They just made.
Are
shit
you misunderstanding?
Up. They killed him.
They killed Mojo Jojo. Like as in they actually killed him. That's why they're traumatized.
Yes, but I'm correcting you that they killed Mojo. That's his name.
What? Mojo is the son and Jojo is the other kid now, right? That's
They're
what
separate.
they did. They made a Mojo and they made a Jojo.
Yes.
But they killed Mojo Jojo.
No, they killed Mojo.
I think Corey's saying that there's a third entity in the mix.
There's a Mojo. Bro,
the dad is dead.
That's Mojo Jojo.
That's Mojo, yes.
No, that's Mojo Jojo.
Deacon. Like, I don't think we're connecting.
Yeah, because you're...
So, hold on. There's a father and a son, right?
Yes.
There's a Mojo Jojo.
That's the father?
That's the father. That's who they killed.
Yes.
Okay.
But his
name... a Mojo that's sitting on the there's a guy Mojo, and then the girl was Jojo.
No.
There's no girl, bro.
There
was a girl that had Professor Utonium on the roof.
No.
And they mind control.
That we don't know who that girl is.
Yeah, we don't know, bro.
He said Jojo. He called her Jojo.
No, Jojo's the son.
Jojo's the son who grew up to be the mayor of Townsville.
To be the mayor. Yes.
He has a crush on Blossom.
Yes.
Well, either way, it's a great concept. See, I want to watch it.
No, but that's stupid.
That's cool.
No,
you
because
kept
something
it as
like
a monkey
this.
Man.
Yes, no, or that's what.
Of course, they killed Mojo Jojo. They always beat the hell out of Mojo Jojo.
No. But the thing is that this is ridiculous. When you have if this was a parody, okay, sure. But like, as someone
you guys
like
are being whack.
Shush. As someone like me who grew up loving, obsessed, Powerpuff Girls is my everything. You guys knew literally until like last week, my phone case was Powerpuff Girls. Like all you have to do when you have a base thing is follow the story. And for them to like, I don't know, completely make this like ridiculous to this state. I get it. You have free reign with like what they do as adults, but like completely making these new characters, like I don't know. It just it makes
Well,
no sense to me.
They explained it as, and they touched upon it, where the TV show that we know, Powerpuff Girls, was something in their universe as well that came out. It was based off of their lives, so that's how you can explain.
They got whitewashed.
Yeah, I don't know.
So that's
man.
how you can explain the differences. Like
also,
Mojo
like you
and JoJo.
saying it, like I'm not a Powerpuff Girl fan. Like I don't have a Powerpuff Girl dunk. Like I'm not 3 years old and you wasn't more aware of Powerpuff Girls than you were. Like at your age. That's wicked. Like you saying, like it's you the authority, girl. Have your fun. I just want more stuff. And listen, anything other, if it was just gonna do some weird thing with the concept, I would have watched a season of it. That's it. I just wanted a season. I don't want.
I would have watched the seasons.
I don't want 2, 3 seasons. I just want 1 season. Just like I watched 1 season of Riverdale and got the fuck out of there. He stayed longer.
I stayed for like 4 seasons.
I stayed for 3. Yeah, you and me stayed to the same season.
It was the Dungeons and Dragons season.
After that.
I only needed 1 season. And I just want 1. I would watch 1 season of this.
Reading the leaked script was very hurtful.
You read the script?
Yeah, they dropped like parts of the script.
So what?
And it was just,
so what? Just watch it. It's so I know it wasn't good. Sometimes you just gotta watch not good. We watch a lot of not good TV sometimes. We watch a lot of
I watch a lot of reality TV.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Like
not good TV.
I don't know. Reality TV is
We're watching the Red Ranger got transferred to another world.
I know. I feel like see, if this came off as like this is an SNL skit that they're doing, I'd be like, yeah, this is great. Because like cool. Powerpuff Girl hasn't had any attention at all.
It's so interesting. My boy name is Drake Utonium. What his name is Drake?
What's this Drake?
I think that the concept's good. It's just the CW should have never gotten their hands on it.
They're the only ones who would dare do it.
That's also true.
They're the only ones who have the audacity. No, Freeform would not that extent.
If Hulu would have gotten it, I feel like they would have.
No, I don't think so.
I can't even trust Netflix because they fucked up Winx Club.
I would love to see like a darker, like let's explore the theme. They actually did kill Mojo Jojo, and they're really traumatic. They're struggling.
Well, they killed Mojo Jojo.
Well, Blossom did.
Yeah, and just like explore, that more, but in a serious element. This was too.
I would have been weak to see like a bumbling drunk ass Bubbles who don't got shit together because she already got anger issues when she finally turned up. I would have watched that for a couple episodes. It would have just been funny.
I will say, was very well done. The cast was great. Like Dove Cameron as Bubbles, gorgeous.
Yeah, the Buttercup girl that she was
Blossom
spicy.
too. Yeah.
Blossom. She's in that. She's in some
Agents
Hulu
of
show
S.H.I.E.L.D.
right now. Oh, I never seen Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but she's in.
She was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
She's in Hulu show right now. I think it's called Chinatown something.
Oh, I've heard good things about that.
I think she's in that.
It was a good cast.
I did not expect what's his name to be Professor Utonio.
Me neither.
I was like, you know what? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Give me the Powerpuff Girls. Give me 5 episodes, miniseries. I don't care.
So why do you guys think they canceled it?
Because it's going to be shitty.
The cast was shit.
Because it's going to be bad.
I mean, the script was shit. Sorry, yeah.
They rightfully canceled it. But like, after seeing that, and I would have watched that for a little bit.
Yeah. It could be like an hour 30 movie.
No, it would have had to.
Because like I would have wanted like random hijinks for a couple episodes because that's the whole beauty
point,
of Power Rangers is kind of villain of the day.
That's true.
Like
a him episode would have been so.
I would have been like, "Where's him?" I low key wanted him.
It just needed to be as good as the worst season of Flash.
Yeah,
that's
true.
That's like, come on, guys.
But at least
we got Severance. Let's have Powerpuff Girls.
I would have loved if they did. If they had a little bit more money to do it properly, that would have been great.
Not going.
I know they're not going to, but like
the fact that I'm the only one who wanted it. Damn, you ain't wanted just a little. What they showed, you ain't like nothing they gave you. Cool. What about you? You ain't like nothing they gave you. Nothing you saw.
The only thing I liked was the cast, and I don't know. It just felt like they were doing my girls dirty. I'm like, I don't know. Drunk, like slutty Bubbles felt corny to me.
I heard somebody was like, they're like, she should have been like a beauty influencer.
Yeah.
Or something or like some kind of social media.
But the fact that she was just bubbly. A washed up,
they made her struggle. Like that's so much better that she's struggling instead of thriving.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The other two are like thriving.
The other two are just there.
Wasn't like, Blossom like struggling with anxiety?
Well, she has anxiety, but I'm saying like her career is fine, and Buttercup became a firefighter or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like everybody's thriving. Somebody had to be the fuck up.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. I don't know. But just like, hey Blossom, wake up. Or else we're gonna show your nudes. It's like, oh, that worked on you one time. Oh,
so
like
corny.
So corny. Like, what do you?
It looked like ChatGPT AI. Like, it didn't look real. But maybe that's because of the quality of
that was the quality. Yeah,
it was a leak. It wasn't like that's why he was like they put out. It
just felt the script felt like what an old person thinks that Gen Z is like.
Yeah.
That's literally what it
Yeah.
felt like, and I'm just like,
It's like
you
every
know,
CW show though.
it was just
And you
so
know
bad.
that the sex would have just gone.
I mean, shit. That's what Euphoria almost feels like.
yeah,
But
it would have been. But like Riverdale, like you know how they did with Riverdale,
Yeah.
sexualizing these characters
They just-
with Powerpuff Girls, and the fact that it took place in the future, and these girls are probably over the age of 18, they would have gone.
They're all. She's a firefighter. She's an adult.
That's true.
Yeah.
Go for it.
They would have gone really.
No, absolutely. The fact I think they show like Bubbles being like super slutty in some of the script a lot of the time. It was just like I get it. Like I'm here, be out there, girlies. But like the way that they were doing it was like super purposefully to be trashy, and I was just like,
Well,
you're purposely slut shaming.
Well, you're dressed like Bubble. So you want to show off your outfit?
Yes, I do.
Good segue.
Ah ha ha. Yes. All right. So y'all. Oh my senpai JJK line. I'm not even sponsored by this, but I'm just in love with it. So Gojo Domain Daddy, check this out. All right. Domain Daddy. Okay, but
We just got mad views just now. We eating. We eating.
Wait, check it out. Yeah. Mhm.
Damn, we should have put that members only content.
So-
It's got to be members only content now.
Oh my
Guys.
senpai. Yeah, and check out the sides, the sleeves. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You got it at Katsukan, right?
Silk, yes, I did. I got it at Katsukan. I was so surprised my girl Taylor was out there in her little shop. Super happy. Now I have Sukuna, I have Gojo. If anybody wants to buy me Choso, let me know.
Oh, that's fire.
Yeah.
Choso one?
Yes. The velvet outside, silk inside, fantastic. Yes. Absolutely love it. And I bought, you're going to see the Sukuna shirt I got. He's like,
All right.
this is a good time.
Look at that. All right. So
It's time.
we're about to enter that time. So let's do some house cleaning real quick before we get into what some of you may consider the main attraction of this episode. Kimmy will be starting streaming Kingdom Hearts on the
yes.
channel. So by the time this episode comes out, she will have done at least one stream.
Yes.
Me and Danny are going to start streaming this week Sailor Moon, the
Mhm.
OG in English.
Deek.
No, not the Deke one. Just
Oh,
the
not the
Fundament. Not the Deke one only goes but so far.
Oh.
We got to watch like the English dub Funimation, right?
Mhm.
Is that who made it? Yeah.
Cool.
I just assumed. So we're gonna start streaming that. We are pushing Kagurabachi to monthly because we
Yes.
don't want to be overwhelmed.
Yeah,
because
it's a
we
lot
also,
going on, guys.
we also still have to
Yeah.
balance out streaming One Piece as well. So
Yeah.
Kagurabachi will be monthly.
Those
Kimmy will
Bachi
be
chapter reviews just go by so fast.
Go by quick,
Yeah.
a lot of action. Kimmy will be doing Kingdom Hearts weekly, so make sure you guys tune out for that. You know,
Yes.
make sure you guys help her get through the game.
I've
See
never
her
played
rage
Kingdom
out.
Hearts before, guys.
She
Don't
doesn't-
shoot me. But this is going to be really
No,
fun.
it's a children's game.
Yeah.
Well,
You'll be
No,
fine.
because I get, you've never played Kingdom Hearts before? What?
It is crazy.
it is crazy.
Yeah.
It does match your personality.
Yeah, you're gonna love it.
I'm sure. So,
Be interested if she does it. But yeah, all those things are happening. So we just wanted to give you guys that update before we enter. Kimmy, the big three hater, not necessarily a hater, she just hasn't watched any of that, except for One Piece she hates. But the big three hater over here will now finish out her trilogy by reacting to all the Naruto and Naruto Shippuden openings.
ooh.
Naruto.
You know nothing really too much about Naruto besides Bluebird.
I know. Yeah, I only know
That's
Bluebird.
that's the
That's
only
great.
opening you know. So
That's
The only
perfect.
opening.
you never watched Naruto, you don't know the plot. She will be engaging with not only the song, but
The
as well as the
visuals.
visuals, taking both into account. This is what we do here, guys. We don't do
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah.
songs.
Not just a song.
You know, Danny
I
didn't
learned
learn
my
this-
lesson.
We did a whole Bleach episode, so the fact that you did take that into account,
Yo, listen, Toasty backed me up, so that's all I needed.
it is what it is. So we're gonna be starting with the first opening, so we'll do a little transition here. So let's get into it.
Beep beep.
We are now getting into the first opening for Naruto.
I'm so excited.
Kimmy will be giving her rankings.
I'm
Letter
ready.
grade, S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, and F tier.
I'll keep track of them.
Don't be mad
All right.
if I shit on your favorite.
Yep. So first opening
Be
is
mad, actually. Leave a comment.
be mad, be mad.
Leave a comment, like, and subscribe.
Go rage, guys. We love the engagement. So first opening is Rockstar by Hound Dog.
Babies.
Come on! I forgot how feel good this was.
Can you actually full screen it? The OG white hair teacher.
Might be.
This is so funny that I'm like,
Who else?
Kekkei Genkai. It's like pinkish.
Genkai?
Genkai from Yu Yu Hakusho.
My first name is Kekkei? Because Kekkei Genkai is the name of the moves in Naruto.
Oh yeah. Yo,
what did I miss?
you wouldn't get it if we explained it to you.
She has said nothing this whole intro. She just been watching it. She hasn't said a word.
I've been saying shit. You don't listen. Y'all been
You
laughing
have
for
not
10
said a
years.
word.
You have not said a word.
Oh my
You
god.
said after you said the first silver hair person, you was done. All right, Kimmy, you must be whelmed. How do you feel about the first opening for Naruto?
First of all, I think this is odd because I have no interaction with Naruto besides like I've seen so much hentai of them over the years. So
Jesus Christ, girl, you got to give us a flag before you say that word.
that it just shows up, on your
Yeah,
feed
yeah,
eventually.
totally.
But like, so now I'm like, okay, context to who these people are, wild. So
Context. The only time you've seen them is in that context.
yeah, or cosplays. I don't know these bitches, but so it's interesting to see them from like day one now.
Oh, you mean when they're not adults?
Yeah,
Or when they were teenagers? at
yeah,
least?
when they're
Okay.
teenagers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give it a C. It was very
Okay.
it was very old school family matters.
Family Matters?
Like that's the vibe it's
Ninja
giving me.
Matters?
Yeah.
I thought it was fun. I thought it was a fun
It's-
opening.
Yeah, it's definitely not the best out of
No,
it. It's
no,
definitely
no.
the lower tier of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the
for
first
sure.
one. When did this come out? 05?
No, 2002.
Okay. so
Wow,
not
look at that.
Not okay, so I was 3 years off.
2002?
It is. Wait. It says 2005.
The Naruto anime came out in 05. The English dub is 05.
2002. We were right. We
Yeah,
were right.
English dub
Yeah,
is
yeah.
05.
Okay.
2002.
All right. So, you giving that one a C. Second opening, Far Away by Asian Kung Fu Generation.
That's my guy.
That's his guys. Remember he played them before?
Asian
Bleach,
Kung Fu
Bleach
Generation.
openings. Where he was like,
okay.
Asian Kung Fu Generation. It was like, this sounds the same.
They do everything. They're in every old school anime. Bleach, Naruto, Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
They've done everything.
They are a very anime intro
Yes.
Okay.
group. All right, let's get it.
Okay, I already like the beat so far. It's giving so early 2000s, but like better.
But better.
Or at least better than the bitch ass Bleach openings he showed me at first.
Yo, I did not see that straight coming.
Oh, it's that chick. Okay. Oh, my friend cosplays him really well.
Gara.
Mm-hmm. We circling. Spiders. Slow mo.
Yo, I'm sorry. The nostalgia hit for me so hard in that opening just now.
You was all right? You was zoning
Wow.
out? You was locked in?
Yo, I was
You
locked the fuck in.
You was euphoric over there. Well,
Yo,
Kimmy, how do you
I
feel?
just like that's just like the quintessential Naruto opening for Naruto fans.
Well, this is about Kimmy, so Kimmy, how do you feel?
I know. I just had to say it. Like, damn, that got me.
I liked it. I liked it way better because I'm old for old school emo. Like, woo, this is the intro, and yeah, a lot more movement, a lot less stagnant than like the other like PNG early 2000s intros are. Yeah, so yeah, I liked it. A lot of movement, a lot of use of like that slow mo at the end was really cool. I'll give it a B. I like it.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's fair. All right. So we are going into the third opening, Turning Sadness into Kindness by Little, I believe. No, you keep it track though, right?
Yeah.
All right. Let's get it.
Oh, yeah. I feel so old.
I know he doesn't have a dad.
No one has a dad. No one.
A lot of war. He would die.
Sakura's got a dad.
Sakura's got a dad. Shikamaru's got a dad.
True. The only good dad in all of anime.
Damn.
Choji's got a dad.
Choji's got a dad. Pure silence. She's giving us nothing. Yes, Queen, give us nothing.
I'm sorry. I'm just like.
All right, that was opening 3.
Visuals were cool, but the song was annoying. I didn't like her voice at all.
Like the voice?
I didn't like the voice.
It's an acquired taste. I'll say that.
I can see where.
I think you had to be there.
Yeah, it was very much you had to be there.
No, I get it. Yeah.
That because every time she kept singing, I was just like, oh,
brother.
it was bad.
I like it. I'm just. I can enjoy. I can appreciate the critique, guys.
Yeah.
I still like the intro.
Yeah, but otherwise, but it's cute. You see all of them when they're little and stuff, running and the happy and sad and all that. Naruto ends up with the purple hair, short blonde chick.
Doesn't matter.
You don't want to know that.
Doesn't matter.
But
Yo, you don't know what you're gonna see.
okay, all right.
Why
What
you
we
asking
saying?
questions for the plot already?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's
You basically get to watch the plot through these openings.
okay. All right.
So
All
what
right.
we saying? What we saying?
I give it a C.
Okay.
That's fair.
It wasn't that great. So
All right, so let's get into opening 4. Go by Flow.
We know Flo.
Yeah, Shonen Showdown
Another-
and Chin got to interview them.
Yeah.
They got to
Ooh.
rank their openings that they did for Naruto with them.
nice.
And shout out to Toasty performing with them at the symphonic orchestra. Not Flow, Naruto.
Oh, I know this one. They play this in the club too. Da, na, na, na. Da, da, na. Oh, but I've never seen it though. Pew! They really went on with this texture filter. Okay, very PNG lock for this one.
Yeah.
But music is vibing.
Honestly, they're giving us nothing in the visuals.
No, yeah, visuals is nothing. But the song is slapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn. That's so weird that they would have waited till the third one to do the whole PNG lock thing.
This is the 4th
This is
one.
the fourth. Yeah.
That's even worse. Why are you
Okay,
waiting till now?
The song go hard though.
Budget
I think
cuts.
like this is.
Budget cuts.
It's kind of giving filler art.
Yeah. Well, you gotta think about Naruto. Naruto's also another weekly anime, just like One Piece and Bleach was.
Oh. Okay. This is the arc. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not filler, bro. You keep thinking it's filler. I'm like, there's no filler arcs in Naruto besides the end.
Damn, that was rough because visually I hated watching that, but the song was a bop. Like
if you close your eyes, whoo.
Yeah,
I mean, that's why she said in the club goes hard.
In the club, it goes hard. Yeah,
we all
when
fan.
everyone starts jumping, we are done. I'm like, yeah, this is great. I was like, I recognize the song, but like visually, I'm like, now I see why I've never seen it before. So I'm like,
All right.
So what are we giving that?
The song goes hard, so I'll give it a B.
Okay.
Off the strength of the song, I respect that.
Mhm.
So we got CB, CB.
Mm.
What will 5 bring us?
Cock block,
Will
cock
it break
block.
the streak?
We'll see it. 5 is Rhapsody of Youth by Sambomaster.
Rhapsody of Youth.
We'll see.
Okay, stronger visuals,
Oh yeah, this is like the
emo film tilt.
this is like the peak of the series right here, like right before time skip.
So they're like 15 here, right?
12.
12?
Yes.
Oh, babies.
Yeah, that's why it's so weird that the My Hero characters are so fucking small. Because they look like their size.
Running. Forest arc.
I used to want that tatted on me so bad.
My friend has that tatted on him.
I still got a
So many
Sharingan
people
though.
do.
I have a Sharingan on my shoulder.
The slow rise of the headband.
Man, I cannot wait to watch this with my kids.
I hate anime, Dad. You fleeb.
They kissed?
Yeah.
I see.
She said they kissed.
Fujo, she's got to start somewhere.
More people ship them than
Yeah.
anything, actually.
Oh, I know. That I
Saw
know.
it. All right.
Back that shit up, bro. Pause.
But the fact that they show that in the intro is hilarious.
All right. So
It's a
what,
running the gag, so.
what'd you think of this one?
I see. It was not that great. Not very entertaining. It was just Forest Arc.
Okay.
I was just.
Say less. There's a lot more movement in this one.
No,
you got
but
more movement.
What kills me is that first intro shot was beautiful. And then it just.
They cooked in the beginning,
Yeah,
and then
they
they
cooked for
said,
that first
and
5
we
seconds."
ain't got nothing left.
Yeah! They first 5 seconds, I was like, ooh, this looks cool. Like, oh, Naruto Sasuke, the yellow,
The yellow does go hard. It does kind of miss the
yellow-
thinking like, oh,
the
we about to
demon
get some
eyes.
aesthetic.
Yeah.
Y'all about to cook right
Fair.
now. And then showed me nothing. Like, I don't know, bland. Forest Arc.
This is going so interesting.
I don't know.
This is going so interesting, bro. All right, so what are we on, the 6th one now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so opening 6, No Boy No Cry by Stance Punks.
I don't like this one.
I love this one.
Okay. A lot of energy here. Why he always on the floor? I've seen so
Tired.
many of him on the floor.
Getting beat up.
Is this time skip?
No, you'll know. Because we'll say Shippuden once it's time skip.
Okay. Oh, my friend cosplays her with her big titties.
Tsunade.
Gray, sad skies, big sad. I could see this being on like the workout playlist for the anime fans. Okay, I like the movement. He looks like a bird.
Looks like a what?
Sasuke's hair looks like a bird.
That's good imagery. Intentional. All right. That was opening 6. How we feeling?
Let me guess. C.
Yeah,
B?
it was nothing memorable.
Oh, damn.
Nah.
Hoping for a B.
It
I thought I was
was.
gonna go D actually.
I was debating, but no, it wasn't as bad as the
She
other
liked the
one.
song a little bit.
She liked the movement.
The song, but it wasn't enough of each. It was just like,
Naruto, can you pull through?
Yo, I'll just say One Piece didn't do this bad out the gate.
No, it didn't. And One Piece didn't do this bad. And Bleach, at least the first few were bad, but then it picked up. It hasn't. Naruto has not picked up.
That's the camera you should be looking at when you're mad, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, it like at least Bleach picked up, but this hasn't picked up yet. So I don't know. This one's really you guys' one?
This your king?
Is this your king? Yeah, I don't know, man.
I never claimed it was my king that much. But
This is your all-time favorite show.
I never said the intro, like all
Okay,
the intros.
valid.
I think it has fire.
It has
intros.
some of the best.
It has some of the best, but like it has the best peaks. But I think so far I can agree with the lows are lows, and they all kind of blend together. I feel like at some point, in my opinion. But opening 7, Wind and Wave Satellite by Snowkel.
I'm waiting for one in particular. Hey, he's not laying down.
It's true.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. The look at the visuals a little better this
the
time.
side
They changed the
eyes?
style. They changed the style in this one.
Yeah, the style. It looks a lot better. Okay, the flashing running.
This is the Chihiro.
Iconic.
This is the Chihiro Kagurabachi flashback. My dad.
Oh, the iconic chokeout scene.
Iconic chokeout scene.
Takes a village.
Ah, wow. I don't even think you realize what you did there. You realize what you did there? That was clever.
He's raised by the village, isn't he? Because he don't got no dad.
No, you didn't know that.
Okay.
I got it. I just didn't know you know it was called like the
Actually,
Hidden-
he was
it's
not
actually called the Hidden Leaf Village.
Yeah, he was not raised by the village. Those people did not give a fuck
Oh no, yeah,
about my man.
that's the ironic part.
Yeah.
They hated him.
Yeah.
All right, so what are we getting in it?
Let's see. No. Visuals were better.
Don't just be honest. If you have to think that hard, you should go with your gut instinct.
I don't remember part of it. It already went. But like the
I'm
beginning with
put
those
down
really
C.
intricate like shots, the stylized, I did appreciate those.
Like it's like almost like felt fisheye.
Yeah. But not only fisheye, but just like, I don't know. You could tell the budget got higher. So I'll give it a B. It was better than the last one.
All right.
All right.
Naruto. All right. So we are getting into opening 8. We're almost done with the first part of Naruto. First part of Naruto has 9 openings, so we're at the penultimate for this part. So it's called Remember by Flo.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Flo.
Flo. I don't know if I like his voice. Those woes sound like slightly offbeat.
Now you're in filler. It's only 2 filler ones. There's a bunch of nothing happening. That's why.
Training arc?
No, this is when it goes to filler for 100 straight episodes.
100 filler episodes?
Yes. Straight. About 80, I think, actually.
Oh, the one I'm looking forward to is next.
So everybody got powers? Ninja powers?
Yes.
It's a ninja show.
I know, but like here they explicitly show the powers. You know what I mean? Because everyone has like ninjas, but
it's very rare for somebody to not have access to the ability to use the ninja powers. So there's a person
unless you're a normie.
Yes.
Oh, dramatic end.
All right. How are we feeling about that?
Nothing really like.
Not Danny trying to clock you. Remember, Danny, this is the camera.
Yeah. Oh, I look at that one.
It was just, I don't know, man. There's just nothing standing out to me.
And that's okay. Speak your truth.
Yeah, I'll give it a D. It wasn't that great.
Okay.
A D.
It wasn't.
Wow.
Oh, whoa. And just training arc. I don't know.
Man.
It had stronger ones.
It's okay. This next one.
He's really holding out for this one.
All right. So we are now in the final opening for the first part of Naruto. This is even feel like it's even going faster than all the other ones.
Yes.
100%.
Maybe it's because the other ones were just so long.
They're the same amount.
Actually, no, that might.
Well, Bleach was like 17 opening.
Well, One Piece used to do a lot of bullshit.
One Piece is like
retelling the Gold Roger thing in the beginning.
So many things a million times and the same song, and then that shit was mad long. Like it was.
We are mad times.
4 different times, 5 different times.
Yeah.
Nah.
And Bleach did a lot more like slow shots where like you was looking at the title card for longer. Where like at least this kind of gets right to it.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Yeah. I appreciate it goes right to it.
All right, so final opening, Swaying by Hearts Grow.
Muscles. Aw, flashbacks.
Speaking of the logo opening that you just said about Bleach.
Wow.
Yo, they dragged it.
They made me look
They
stupid
got
immediately,
you.
bro.
Wow.
Made me look bad in front of my friends.
All right, lots of outlines, but different from before. Where's Sasuke? Okay.
All right, so that is the final open for the first part of Naruto. Where is Sasuke? We don't know. How do you feel?
Okay, so the visuals I liked a lot better because it actually showed like really cool, like old school, like flashbacks, the good old days, all this stuff, and then like solid vector working him out, all that. It was different.
Like the training.
The training.
The other
Silhouettes.
character was Rock Lee.
Yeah.
Rocky,
She don't know.
yes.
The bushy brow kid.
Yeah.
No, yeah, the mushroom with the green.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one you had the same haircut as us.
I didn't have that. I didn't have that one. I was shorter. Yeah.
What'd you think of the music, the song?
Music was okay. It I think the visuals carried for this one. This felt very old school, calm, like old school Rocky type. Not my jam. But I understand why it's kind of nostalgic. But I don't know. The visuals carried for this, I guess. I don't know. Give it a B. It was aight.
All right.
But it wasn't
Not
bad.
a single A.
Not a single A. Naruto.
Scene.
Naruto.
It just, I don't know, man. It just didn't hit.
Kimmy, are you ready to enter the new frontier of Naruto Shippuden?
Ooh, okay.
So we call it Shippuden because this is where the time skip takes place, and they changed the anime name to Shippuden to differentiate
Okay.
for people. But if you read the manga, it's just called Naruto.
Okay.
But people, this is how people differentiate the time skip.
Okay, so how much time skip is it?
3 years. So now they're
15?
15 or 16, right?
They're 16.
They're 16. So
Okay.
yeah, they were like 12, 13 in the beginning part, and they're they're 15, 16 here because I know some of them have Naruto's birthday is in October, so depends on when it takes.
I just
place.
know like Rock Lee,
When's his
Neji.
birthday?
October 10th, I believe. Libra Gang.
Well, I was gonna say he's right before you.
Libra Gang out here. So opening one of Naruto Shippuden.
Heroes come back.
Heroes come back.
Wow, it's crazy that it's still like not even widescreen.
It's crazy.
Okay.
Now you can see the difference in their bodies and ages. Favorite part.
Why everyone throwing their hands?
Anime grabs. You got to do the anime grabs.
OG anime grabs. Grabbing sand?
Now this is coming back from a time skip.
There's bad guys now. All right.
All right. That's opening one. Naruto Shippuden.
All right. I feel like there should be a rank reset because I feel like this is the best one I've seen, but it's not an A. So I feel like everything else needs to.
No, everything's the same.
She's about to drop everything back.
I feel like
She's trying to drop everything down one letter grade.
Yeah.
So everything that was a B is now a C, and everything that was a C is now a D.
Yes. And I think this should be a B.
I did not see that coming. That was a plot twist. That's not even a rule. We can't even, I mean, I guess it's your world. We're living in it.
I mean, I just.
Are you
I'm just going to put a note. I'm just going to put a note on here, reduce everything by
well,
one.
I guess like add a parentheses with the letter change.
Because like this is like a B plus. You know what I mean?
And we don't give pluses.
Is that we don't give pluses. So this is now going to be the new B because this was great. I love the music.
Are you scared to give this an A?
I don't want. It doesn't feel A energy to me, but it's a good one.
No, I don't mind the critique. It's just the logic behind it. So just like you're not giving it an S, you're giving it an A.
It doesn't feel like an A. It doesn't feel
so
like
everything else feels like C's and D's now.
Yeah,
she feels like now that she's met this, like she's met this, she's like, oh, this is a real B.
This is a real B.
She's like, she felt like she was being nice before.
Yeah.
She's like, but now she's here at the time skip. She's like, well, now we're in for realsies.
Yeah. The other stuff.
She was like, they came so hard. This was the hero's comeback.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put B.
Okay.
And you gotta say everything else minus.
I put a
everything else minus one. Yo, that was crazy.
Naruto minus one.
That was a plot twist. That's how you give a plot twist, right? You nobody would have saw that. Damn. So did you give something to D?
No, nothing. She gave one thing. Intro 8 a D.
Okay,
So
keep that one. Keep that one a D.
Oh,
I feel like that.
You can't re-rank now completely.
All right.
It's either you're gonna die on everything minus because that means you gave that an F.
Yeah.
I feel it wasn't like an. I don't know. It wasn't that great. Okay. All right.
Then give this the A it deserved. Give this the A it deserved. Then maybe.
No. Drop it.
Drop it. It's F. Okay. All right.
Shit. We're potting today. All right. Opening 2. Distance.
Oh. Now that's why people say that. I always hear, "You are my friend. He's back." Did they make up yet? Not yet. Probably not. Slow walking.
Spoiler, they won't make up for a long time.
Oh, I'm sure.
It's the whole plot.
Cutie.
They'll give you a clone though.
Ooh, crop top boy? Baddie. What's that fuck ass helmet?
Fuck that helmet.
This is peak. What's that genre called?
Shonen?
No, the music.
Oh, like J-Rock?
J-Rock?
No. Ska.
Ska.
This is peak ska. What's with the OG Hinata Kenma moment?
Nice.
Oh, now you have, okay, because you're retroactively thinking about it now, I guess, because these are so old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how do we feel about opening 2?
You are my friend. That's the only thing I know.
That's cultural, right?
That's
there.
that's a cultural moment.
That is
Here's
a
the thing.
culture.
You're witnessing culture, but you're just not nostalgic about it.
Exactly. No, I understand. That's why I'm like the song. I understand.
But the point is for you to not have the nostalgia.
She understands it now.
Exactly. But the visuals didn't hit for me. It wasn't as entertaining. The slow walk to each other. I'm not feeling it.
I'm sure if it was Midoriya and Bakugo, you'd be like, "Ugh."
No, because I'd be like the slow. I don't know, man.
I had to. I'm sorry.
I don't know, man. He's so mad at me.
I'm playing my role.
He's
and
speaking
my
as
role
for the comments.
is the comments.
The comments are way meaner than you, though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah,
It's so mean.
they're gonna hate me.
They're gonna be like, honestly, she doesn't even look like she even watches anime. She doesn't even know how to spell.
I straight up am just watching this from a blank lens, guys. So
what's the ranking?
it was a C. I don't know. The song was better,
It's fine.
but the visuals
It's
weren't that
fine.
great and brought the thing down lower. So I was kind of tired.
This one.
But I get that you
Don't say
are
it.
my friend.
Bluebird.
Ah, the OG. Let's see if the visuals hold up with the song. Because when this plays at the club, that's one thing.
I think they do.
It's not a clubby song.
They play it like when the anime parties.
No.
But that's because it's so good.
Yeah, it's
They
not
made
a
it
clubby
into-
song. It's just that it's
He's not on his back.
Ooh, yin yang symbolism. Her hair got longer. Oh, cute new baddie.
Filler.
yeah.
Bob. We got a Bob. And that forehead is giving Vegeta. There it is, the
Cloak.
cloak.
Well, they've been showed it in the first part too. You just
They did, but now they show it off more.
that was opening 3, right?
Yeah.
How do you feel, Bluebird?
Bluebird.
You have to give a thorough review because I think the people won't want nothing less for this one.
Absolutely. No, understandable. Song does go hard as it does in the club. That was very good. Entertaining. It showed more of a wide range of where they are, what their status is. We're seeing more like bad guys, good guys, a little bit more of all the characters. It wasn't bad visuals, but nothing really fully stood out to me too much. Though like you said, he's not laying down on the floor anymore. Now he's falling from the sky. So that's a big change.
He's not horizontal, he's vertical.
Landscape mode.
And I like that you see all the characters and how they look now grown up. So is Hinata the pink girl?
That's Sakura.
That's Sakura.
Sakura.
Because Sakura is
Sakura's pink girl.
Sakura's, Sakura Blossom.
Cherry
Sakura
Blossom.
Cherry
Yeah.
Blossoms,
No, that makes sense. So I'm like,
So the fans want to know, what are you rating it? Because you're
I'm trying to see what I'm rating it.
It's okay. I already know what you're gonna rate it.
No, but the song, I'll give it a B.
He thought it was gonna be a C.
100%.
No, it wasn't that bad. I definitely think it was a B.
Still no A's yet.
Not a single A to be seen.
Not a single A.
No, but this was good. Like,
This alphabet soup is lacking letters.
Damn. Well, next one is closer.
lacking quality.
Opening 4.
Okay, I like the tempo, tone, all that. Triple scythe. Which one of those is the one that you always dress up as?
Who, me?
The vest. Yeah.
I just wear just the basic. I'm basically cosplaying
The
the
uniform?
basic vest, the uniform,
Okay.
in my own way, because most people wear it.
I like the song. There's a Naruto run. Let's go. Oh, that feels so for kids.
That's fair.
I ain't gonna lie. That's
fair.
Even let's go. I was like, this is why motherfuckers still think they 12 years old when they plays Naruto.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Closer?
I want to give it a C plus.
What? You said you liked it.
I did. Okay. Yeah, that's a B. We don't
What
have
with your
plus.
gut instinct.
There's no pluses.
Yeah, there's no pluses. So
C.
no.
She didn't say C minus.
Yeah, I
She's
didn't say
also
C
not-
minus.
You also haven't confirmed a B. That's a C.
I did like I like the song. I think the song carried for this one. The visuals weren't bad, but the song carried for this one. So I'll give it a B.
All right.
Let's go. All right. Next opening 5. Hotaru no Hikari. Try my best over here.
Different vibe. Okay, so Sasuke goes to this whole bad boy arc.
I want to call it an arc. Call it the whole story.
Personality.
That's what she was. Her hand was against the glass. I was just mimicking her.
Oh, she grew out her hair. So is that Hinata?
Yes.
Okay. So he goes evil. They love their silhouettes. Along with the PNG lock.
You ain't seen PNG lock yet, girl.
C.
Damn, you didn't even.
You know what? I like the quick response.
You did.
though.
She didn't even. See.
She didn't like the song. She didn't like the visuals.
See.
I was just like, the
Damn.
most I got out of that was just I learned that Sasuke is really turned to the dark side for now.
Yeah.
So
I hate that. All right, open in 6. Sign.
Isn't this by Flo?
I think so. Yeah.
that's Jiraiya.
Yes. That's Itachi.
Oh, that's Itachi. Okay. We got some more battles. Dark side battles. So they're the bad guys. Why all the black people want to dress up as them?
Because the drip is unmatched.
The drip, it has a chokehold on our culture. I want us to let it go so bad, bro. But it's an easy cosplay.
Drip is cool.
They're also probably one of easily the best evil organization in all of anime, I think. Nobody has done it as well as them.
Let's flip. I disagree with that statement.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I think that at least the Espada are more evil because they're doing it for the betterment of the world, and the Espada just do it to fuck shit up.
That is more evil.
I don't mean more evil. I just mean in regards to like how it's fleshed out and like the dynamics, I guess. Like each character has like a lot more nuance.
It's hard to say. Them. That debate has been going on for like 20 years. Espada or Akatsuki.
Oh. Nobody in the Espada is deep as pain, I guess.
Okay. We're not gonna, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
That's another conversation. Sorry.
So back to you. What we saying?
Oh, now we're at what we saying because we weren't doing what we playing.
No. What we ranking?
A B. I was chilling with that. I like that it showed a lot more more battles.
Fluidity.
Yeah, way more fluidity. More attention, I guess, to that. Along with the characters.
See his face right now?
If this doesn't like get an A, I'm telling you right now, nothing in this series is gonna get an A.
Whoa. There's some A's and S's coming up.
Okay.
I think so at least.
Okay. I'm excited to see. I'm just so far it's just been all like chill stuff. But nothing that has been like, oh yeah, that's
emo
opening
fine. Grunginess. I realized the screaming. Like, all right.
It was cool emo stuff. It just sounds like I know this would have gone hard when I was 10, you know?
Not wrong. All right, opening 7. Toumei Datta Sekai.
Dead people. Okay. Flashback. Who's this evil Naruto looking ass dude?
He's probably one of the best antagonists in all of anime.
Griffith.
I said one of. Yeah.
Oh.
Maybe not top 10.
Well, he went out like a bitch though.
True.
Are you stealing souls?
Yeah, like
he's the first one.
They're showing a lot more powers, which is cool, but are they brothers?
I don't know.
All right. So, how do we feel about that one?
Song wasn't great, but the visuals were good. I feel like the song makes up a majority of it. So, like, see.
I forgot about this one.
The next one, yeah. All right. Next opening. Diver.
He's underwater now. He finally left the sky.
Sasuke was in the water last time.
That's true.
Now symbolism. Sorrow, sadness, darkness.
Oh. Are they going to kiss again?
6 feet apart, so they're not gay. Hot tub. They might kiss.
Oh, it gets everyone to support him so he doesn't drown in the anxiety.
Back in the sky.
Okay, but that goes hard. He's got his strength back. Oh, he's gonna go get Sasuke.
He's been doing that though.
Yeah. Oh, before he goes back, better go get him. That's a solid B. That was good.
All right, look at that.
Yeah.
She knew that in her soul. She was like, that's a B.
That's a B.
Yeah.
That was good. It was, okay song, very good. Strong visuals on this one. Just
Yeah. You seem like you enjoyed the story they were telling with the
yeah, exactly. I was paying attention way more to the actual story and the content versus the actual song itself. So
opening. All right. Next opening. Lovers.
ooh, lovers.
This is filler.
Oh, I love this opening.
Okay.
Hater.
Oh, don't tell me they both fight over her.
I'll spoil that for you. Never.
Okay, thank God.
I mean, never in that way.
Very true.
Yes.
Okay, I got worried for a sec, so thank you.
Like, the whole series, Sakura's sipping over Sasuke. Sasuke don't want her at all. Naruto wants Sakura the whole time. And then they eventually let it go because he doesn't know how to write love.
And then they find each other.
It's stupid. It's so much more stupider.
Why he look like that wrestler?
Hulk Hogan?
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
Yes.
probably inspired.
He is black, but he looks like Hulk Hogan, which Hulk Hogan would not like.
He black?
Yeah, that's Killer
He
Bee.
is.
You've seen other people dressed as him before.
For sure.
He look like Hulk Hogan.
If you see him again. This ain't filler, by the way.
It gives filler opening.
All right, how we feel about that?
I want to give it a B plus because that was.
Girl, there's no pluses.
I know. That's why I said I want to give it.
I told you it's a good song, man.
Yeah, that was
It's a good song.
That was a good
Yeah,
song.
It's not one of my favorites.
That was a good song though. And I did like the storytelling it was giving me as well. The other one was more straightforward storytelling, but there's a little bit of everything as like a, intro should be. I don't know, this is hard because I'm like, I don't know if it's necessarily giving an A, but it's better than a B. I'll give it an A. I think this is my first solid, like, okay, this all came together.
That's an A?
Maybe I should keep it a B. You're right.
You were over here talking about the other song saying like the hero's comeback saying like doesn't feel like an A, like that A feeling. That gave you that A feeling?
No, you're right. It's a B. You're right.
He said consistency.
You're right.
All right.
Because it was good. It's just it wasn't an A.
All right. Next opening just says new song here, so let's see.
Okay, country. I like that. That's cute.
She might like this one actually.
Okay, Jesus running on water. Okay. Silly.
Just seeing Tenta do her thing. There, that one scene.
Showed up, right? She really did her thing.
She got her screen time.
This is certainly a lot more silly than the other ones.
Yeah.
Who's this other little twink?
His name is Sai. He's the
Sai?
Sasuke replacement until
So he's
further notice.
He was the crop top guy.
Yeah.
Okay. That was cute. That was cute.
All right, how we feeling about that?
That was a B. That was nice.
I feel like I knew she would like it just because it's like it's fun.
Silly.
It's cute,
Yeah.
it's silly,
Lighthearted
vibe. She was like, you know what? I get to see some personality.
Yeah, I got to see some stuff out of them that wasn't so like trying to be hardcore serious.
All right, so now we're on opening 11. Totsugeki Rock.
Good pronunciation.
We're back in the sky. Oh, Sakura got an outfit now.
Yes. Totsugeki Rock.
Uh, uh. Oh, he black. Nice. They got those.
That's what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah, but the other guy, you were like, oh, he's black. But he's like, they could fake it being a dark skin.
He Latino?
Yeah, that like passable Cuban type. Like, oh, they really got black people in this.
And this is where we finally enter the war arc.
Ooh. Okay. I'm gonna give this one to y'all. That was an A. That was nice.
Totsugeki Rock go hard.
Yeah.
Hey, get this.
And like the visuals matched up with it. The like good fun vibe.
The fighting, the moves,
Yeah.
stuff during the war.
That like I could see like that being on the playlist, you know, and just like you know, you sit and you think about it, and then they're like woo woo. I don't know. They had that cute little anime corny vibe. Like I liked it. That was fun. That was like a yes. This feels like an anime intro.
So that's an A.
Yeah.
Wow.
Would have never guessed it.
Oh.
He's
Toumei.
To me.
Y'all bitches can yell at me, but this was a fun one.
At least the soup is now alphabet.
There you go.
Hey, listen. It's not good soup, though.
Not good soup.
Not
All
good
right.
content.
Opening 12, Moshimo. We're almost done.
She one of those soft girls that everybody hated.
Oh, Sakura? What do you mean by sauce?
I know there was like someone that people hated because they said she didn't do nothing.
Wow.
They hate that she didn't do what they probably wanted her to do on the same level as Naruto and Sasuke.
Okay.
That's how I view it. But she did.
She did
more.
accomplish a lot.
She did accomplish more than a lot of other just characters, and I think side characters in anime, not just female characters.
Okay. Ooh, he's on fire now? Unlock new powers?
All right, how you feeling?
A little too basic for me. Just a little bit. I'll give it a C. It wasn't
Sure.
nothing stood out to me really. it sucks because now I'm like, wow, he unlocked his powers at the end, but like along the way, I'm like, nothing really. It didn't. Nothing.
Same old.
Yeah. It's
Rinse and repeat.
I think we're getting to the point where she's like, it's getting redundant now. All right. So, opening 13? Right?
Yes.
All right. Niwaka Ame no Mi Makezu.
Makezu. Ooh. Titty girl. All right, we rocking with the song. Song's rocking with us. Ooh, but Naruto's not even in it much. There he is. Fox thing. Superpowers. I like the song.
All right.
I like that one. That one.
Seems like the visuals.
I did. And I did like the song. Yeah. I'll give it an A. I liked it.
I think that was a respectable A. I think that I said, I was like, this is some A and S's left, I think, in the later half. I think Naruto has you in the first 3 quarters and the fourth quarter.
No, there are some that are coming up, but I just, given the ratings that she had given other ones previously, I just don't see how, like, something like that. You know, again, like, this is like the Naruto fan base, the Naruto community. Like, I know which ones are the bangers, which ones are the popular ones, which ones we've been listening to for a long time. And I just know that the ones that you've given A's, like,
but you also have
the ones that people do covers of, you know,
but
like
that's
other
why
content
you're thinking
creators.
song wise. I'm talking in general with the visuals.
Girl, the visuals, let's be honest, they're not that much different from the other ones. Like,
some of them
Signs
are.
B.
I mean, no,
Dude, when Sasuke was fighting Itachi in Signs, the choreography was gorgeous. Everything was crystal clear. When Jiraiya was fighting Pain on the Toad, everything was gorgeous. Everything was crystal clear.
Yeah, but she didn't like the song.
Yeah, it's taking both into account. That's what people need to realize. And I'm not just rating the songs. I'm rating the songs with the visuals. And if the visuals are shit, or like they're just not that great or not that memorable, I'm gonna take that into account.
It does weigh it down. Yeah. If we were doing just a song, then we would just be talking about.
Listen, the first A that you gave when it was the fifth Ninja War finally starting, the visuals was just a lot of them standing up, and occasionally you get that little fist bump.
She liked that song,
but
though.
the song though, both of them felt like the same level.
She didn't give it an S though. You know,
but you could have given it a B because you had given other songs on here a B, but the visuals didn't slap as hard.
Exactly,
but you raised it up a little bit more. So like,
she still ain't given an S yet, and I feel like most Naruto fans would have been handed out a couple S's already. Not even like trying to be somewhat, you know, less biased. You would have handed out S's already too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
I don't know what you would have given an S on here. Nothing has been S material so far. So
oof. This one might be.
Okay.
Next one. Tsuki no Ookiza? I tried.
I'm waiting for Silhouette.
Wait.
I'm just saying.
This one's a banger.
Ooh, jazzy.
Very Atarashi Gakko.
I was gonna say it's giving the vibe. I like the
shit. It might be Atarashi Gakko for all I know. Look it up.
Nah, they're not that.
Is this 14?
Nah,
I'm wilding.
I think they were like kids probably when this came out. Tsuki no Koisa.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a poorly timed.
No, you can skip. But damn. Okay, Paramount Plus.
Crazy.
Damn, why would they do that?
Song was good. Song was good. I don't know if the visuals match up with it though. But that was a good song. I think that's been one of the most fun songs. I give it a B.
A B?
The visuals fucking slap. See,
Oh
that's what I'm saying. Like you're so
oh,
inconsistent.
Brother, this guy stinks
with your ratings.
I don't know, man.
The visuals.
What? The
Maybe maybe that interruption just messed me up.
The interruptions
just messed me up.
I haven't done that once. All the whole time she's been doing this is the one I had to be like, yo, chill.
I was bopping with the song.
Don't change it.
Fine, it's a B.
I was bopping with the song. The song is good.
Rocking with
The
Mark.
visuals were okay.
Mark rocking with us, I guess.
Yeah.
God. All right. Well,
It was cool.
next opening. Guren.
Does he have lightning powers? Ooh, this fight is cool.
You have no idea.
You don't even know. Like Glorious King, Madara. Like Glorious King. He deserved better.
He did though.
The look and the storytelling went harder than the song.
Yeah.
Because like they were telling a whole story and that like there was a whole duality. There was a theme going on.
Yeah, that was cool. The fights were cool. I felt like the song should have been harder. This one's hard. 'Cause I feel like I liked what I saw.
She's like, I can feel my inconsistency, guys. I promise.
No, I liked what I saw, but I didn't like what I heard as much. It was
It's
just
okay. I don't really like the song either.
the song is important, so
She's like, but it looks so good.
it did look good. That's why I'm like, fuck, man.
The budget started going up.
The budget was up.
The budget started going up in the anime too.
For consistency purposes, I will give it a C.
I was hoping at least a B.
No, the song has to be a lot more like, yeah, this fucks with it.
All right, well, this is our final shot, guys. You know what the next opening is.
We all know what it is.
We all know what it is. This is our last shot. If we don't get it here, we ain't getting it.
Forget it.
We'll get it. So, opening 16?
Yes.
Silhouette.
Ooh, the flashback sequence.
many years did Naruto run? 2002, 2007, 2007, 2015. We're talking about 13 years.
Oh,
No, 15 years, actually. 2002 to 2017.
Mm-hmm.
I think I've heard this one. Oh, I like the flashbacks. He got his own power-ups now. Da, 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 da. Yeah. Ah. I know. Da, 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 da. Okay, breakdancing. A lot going on. Ooh. Okay. Power of friendship. Did Gara die? No. Okay.
No. Take your time. Corey can edit this as long as he needs to.
All right. I give it an S. You guys get one.
Are you sure?
This is the pity S.
No.
Nobody in the comment section wants a pity us.
No.
Nobody wants the pity S.
No. Because I've heard this song in the club, but also the visuals went hard with it. So I'm like, that's important to me. If the song and the visuals match each other's vibe, then that's important to me. And the visuals went hard. What the storytelling went hard. A lot of character development. You see the new powers. You see the glow ups that everybody had, and at the same time, the song fucked. So,
Did it feel very? We're all about to end the series. But this is like near in the end. So
is it? It didn't.
It's only 2 more openings, right? So
it didn't feel end of series but it's. I've heard the song before, so it felt very like, but not the whole thing. I've never heard the whole thing before. I've only heard that like one section, like that. That's the only part I've heard. But this was cool. So yeah.
We got her.
We gotta ask.
We got her.
Listen, do I think some of the openings you gave B's should have got some A's? Sure, but I think if there was going to be anyone that you was going to give an S, and if you was only going to hand out one S, it was going to be this.
This was good.
This is unmatched, I think, in regards to just quality, like sound in every way. Like it does. There is a stark difference between like the visuals and the audios compared to everything else that I think has come before this. This has both, where some of them just lack in one way or the other.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, for me, both of them really have to be on the same plane, and a lot of them weren't until this point. At least the other A felt like they were on the same point. But like this one, it's like, okay, both of them are top tier right now. So yes, I give that one an S.
All right. So we are almost. Next one is Kaze. Most of these don't even count.
Why did that first intro sound like I chimed in? That's what it felt like. Damn, they really like their blue skies.
The blue sky death?
Yeah. Ooh. Okay, cool still moments. Artwork? Budget? I like the art switch up. Symbolism. So he's got clone powers and fox powers.
That's about it. He can make a ball. And he can make other variations of that ball.
Like
a spiral.
Like an ang ball?
Spiral.
Yeah. Looks kind of like an ang ball. And it's the same element too. Wind.
Look at that.
Look at that.
I like the artwork a lot. That was beautiful. This has been the prettiest intro
Yeah, I think visually that's stunning. Like that was like even doing like traditional Japanese artwork.
Beautiful.
In the opening, like that was.
I think this is the visually. I would give this the highest, but the song kind of brought it down. It was just okay song, like a very calm, like we are going out and we are partying and we are battling now. Da, 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 da. You know?
That was actually really good. That was actually the whole song.
I'm crying.
I'll give it a B. That was a B. The visuals were beautiful, but song didn't match up to the hype.
Okay, I think that's fair. Okay, next opening is Line.
Was that their souls? Soul rock. A lot of crying. Mm-hmm.
You all right over there?
Yeah, I just got Wordle in 2 guesses.
Stop it, I'm dead.
Stupid. That is the soul rock. Look at me.
It's just some random thing they put in it. It's not a real thing. Like,
But it represents their souls.
yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This one felt the most anime outro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This felt like an outro instead of an intro. It was softer. But I do see where the changing of the characters, especially from the side, where like My Hero copied that. So I see where the OG stands. As an intro, I don't think this is good. It's not as fulfilling for an intro.
They gave us nothing. I'm not gonna hold you. Even when it came out, when I was watching it weekly, because I was still watching it weekly, even though I read Naruto, I was like, this intro is not
the slow moving of the hands.
Especially not now. We're in the final arc, guys. This not right now.
You gotta spice it up for the last bit. I don't know, man. Even like not saying every song has to be hype, but like I don't know, man.
Not this.
Especially
after 2 visually pleasing ones, and then
this is minimum. This is very boring. As an intro, I give this a D.
Okay.
But like this is very boring. I don't know. Intros, you got to be a little bit more stimulating. Even if it's sad and like slow, you can be slow, but it's still interesting. But if this was an outro, I'd give it a B. Okay. But
all right, Pan Ultimate, the one before the last, Blood Circulator.
Blood Circulator. Depression eyes.
We forgot about this one. This one's not bad.
Crunchyroller. Motherfucker got a hole in his chest. Goddamn.
Was the last opening when they were doing the eternal genjutsu thing? Because I know that lasted a long time. This is giving like when it came back.
The cotton candy skies are nice, but just mud fighting their clones.
Yeah. So the ones who did Silhouette is kind of boom. They did the intro to one of the Storm games. It's called Spiral.
That's so funny.
And that one is fire.
That's the title of this episode, Spiral.
No. Nobody's gonna know what it is. It's the theme.
Oh, he back with the gang now?
Yeah, Mark's rocking with us.
Finally, right?
Yeah.
It only took how many intros?
Yeah.
We've been chasing him the whole time.
Mark finally came back.
All right. How you feel?
See.
What?
It was not that.
You sure you're not just
What
tired?
didn't you like?
You sure you're not just tired?
I don't know, man. It just spent way too long in the mud stuff.
What about the song?
Song was okay. I did like the song, but like I was bored with what I was watching because they showed the same 3 scenes. The fighting mud, they're in the mud, fighting mud, in the mud, a couple other stuff like in the air. But I don't know. The song was cool, but I don't know. The watching it was boring. So
Man, what can you do? All right. Kimmy, after this point, you will now have completed, because we're not counting Boruto, you will now have completed watching every intro part of the big 3
woo, woo,
without
woo.
even watching any of the big 3. How do you feel?
Which is crazy.
How do you feel? How do you feel?
I feel like they're all gonna hate me, but I'm watching it from a non-nostalgic lens, guys. I don't have the same like love for it that you guys do, and I'm just watching it from a pure perspective of, does this pass the vibe check with me? So if you don't like it, that's understandable, but that doesn't mean your shit is popping. So
Damn, hate to hear it. So, final opening, Kara no Kokoro.
ooh, they added more people to the Mount Rushmore rock.
It's the end.
Legends.
Now they're adults.
All the girlies grew out their hair. Oh, she looks so cute.
Yeah, this is when they're like 18.
Okay. So they did one season of actually being older without.
It's not really a season. It's because there was a movie that came out. So they kind of have all the designs.
Okay. Before Boruto, so.
Yeah. Then Boruto goes even further because then they have the kid.
Are they still fighting each other? God
No,
damn.
this is a reflection. This is
Okay.
at the end.
Okay. Now they're friends again. Aww.
All right.
What do you give the last one?
The last one was a nice beat. It was cute. It was nostalgic, went through the motions. It shows everyone, now how they look and the soft vibe. And it was a very nice, this is the ending. And it's cute, So, yeah, I think it deserves a B.
All right. So you're done now. So you have watched all openings for Naruto and Naruto Shippuden. What is it, like 22 Shippuden openings and
20 to 29.
So you watched 29 openings tonight.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling now that you have finished the journey? What are your thoughts on what you may have learned about Naruto? What are your thoughts on the openings? What are your thoughts on whatever you just seen today?
I have a little bit more understanding of Naruto since I've never seen it before. And now I know, because I know he spends a lot of the time going after Sasuke, and like a lot of it's Naruto, Sasuke, like that's their whole thing. So to see it performed in front of me was a lot more different, but very cool. Gives a lot of insight. I do see culturally where a lot of my friends have grown up with that, so it's nice to see like that perspective. Like, oh, I see where you got that from, or I see how you care about this character that looks really cool. But yeah, at the same time, I definitely think, without the nostalgia lens, I think a lot of these songs are overhyped. And then at the same time, a lot of the openings are overhyped, but the songs do slap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No, she's saying like some songs are like the songs are better than the openings themselves at certain points.
Mhm.
But she couldn't like respectfully give like the opening as a whole.
Not
a
not with
certain
some of those
grade.
visuals. So
Okay.
Weekly anime, man.
Weekly anime. So like, do you feel like you see? Because I know you made a point in regards to like what you see in regards to like My Hero Academia openings, and we said
That
it before,
video is coming, guys.
We all know them though. It's we all know that it's not. It's not going to be the
Yeah,
same.
but it's for the fan bases, so that
It's
way
for the
they know.
We'll do it as a live stream. That could be a stream.
Sure.
Yeah. But I was going to ask you, do you feel like you see now that you've seen all three big three openings and the current state of shonen now? Do you feel like you can kind of understand a lot more influences and a lot of reasons why? I guess me and Danny will be harsher on some openings. Like, yeah, we've seen a lot of this before. Like we watched 29 Naruto openings. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My Hero, I'm gonna need you to like not do this again because I've been suffering for a while now. You know what I mean? So do you feel like you've seen a lot of that, or maybe get a different understanding of all that?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it gives a lot of backgrounds to, because Naruto is a classic. I deem it a classic, at least. So I see where a lot of these newer anime get a lot of their inspiration from when it comes to this kind of thing. Like I said, one of them was very My Hero heavily got inspired by that Naruto opening where they all like change and show all that. So there's one thing. And then also, some of the early ones give classic, like that's where the anime trope of this and this is going on, the hand grabs and the, facing each other and all that stuff. Like that's where the tropes came from, So it's nice to see a classic where things began.
Okay. So I guess we got to ask the final question. Rank in order. Openings by series. Naruto, Bleach, One Piece. Start from the top. Start from the bottom and then give us the top. From what you can remember. I know, obviously, guys, let's give her some grace. She hasn't heard the One Piece openings. We did that video at least like 8 months ago, right? We did Bleach like 5 months ago, which I can't believe that was 5 months ago, right? Like 5 or 4 months ago. Yeah. So to the best of your ability, I guess, from what you remember and how you feel in your soul. She may not remember every song, guys, so be nice, but
I know Naruto's definitely at the bottom. I think it has, out of the three, it has the worst.
Okay, all right.
I do think out of the three, it has the worst.
I always said Bleach was better, so.
I want to see if you have consistency because I remember what you said last time during Bleach.
This guy fucking remembers everything.
Because he edits it all.
I edited it all, bro.
I know. You remember so much more. I remember I liked some of the One Piece ones at the end. Like there was like a J-pop one I liked, and there was like a couple other rock ones I liked. But I also remember really liking a lot of the Bleach ones, like towards the end, once it got like better visually. But they had songs that like really went hard, like by themselves. Because I remember you have said that I didn't like some of the songs, but the visuals were shit. So, but the songs went hard. So I feel like Bleach, I also remember, had a lot of different, they weren't afraid to be different in their stuff. Like they had a lot of different tropes within them. Like they had emo, but they also had soft, and they went a lot of different places.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
They had like, they did a lot more like sometimes they would change their fashion in the intros.
Yes,
and things like
they
that.
had a more wide variety, I feel like, which is a lot more tasteful. And One Piece did change some stuff up, but it just, I don't know, man. You did We Are like 5 times.
Come on, that can't be a reason.
No, it just like that stuck with me. It stuck with me a lot. Like that's lazy as fuck. Yeah. Like I know you have like a million years
like
of
if you
that.
do it 2 times, it's like okay. But if you do it 3 times, it's like oh.
Exactly.
Well,
but like
what I feel like you got from One Piece, obviously sitting next to you going through it, is I feel like you actually learned. It seemed like you learned some of the story watching the One Piece intros. Whereas, like, I feel like you still feel in the dark about Naruto and Bleach after watching those.
Yes. It doesn't give me as much of a story with these, which also you could say is a sense of appeal because you're like, ooh, I want to know what's happening in the story.
One Piece will fuck around and spoil it for you.
Yeah, One Piece. Yeah, One Piece, I was like, oh, okay, this is when this happens. But I think that also has to do with the fact that I've heard tidbits throughout the years so that I could pick up along where, like, they're showing. I feel like I want to say One Piece is second place, and I feel like Bleach did pick it up. So I feel like overall, Bleach had the better openings.
As we all know, I mean,
So say it for the cameras to everybody. Let them know. So we have a clip of you saying it. Which anime out of the big three has the best openings and which one has the worst openings?
Okay. So in order, Bleach is number 1, One Piece is number 2, and Naruto's number 3. Really not as great as I was hoping. But yeah, overall, that's my ranking out of going through all of them.
You were consistent. I'll say that. That's what you said last time at the end of the Bleach when you was like, yeah, the Bleach was better than One Piece.
Okay.
So you were consistent.
Uh-huh.
Stood on business.
I stood on business.
All right. Well, thank you for finally doing this for us. We're done now. We don't ever have to do this ever again. We'll find something else.
No, I want you guys to do Magical Girls.
Well, you have to make the list. You know what I mean?
do.
We can't do it for you.
Okay. Yes.
But we still Sailor Moon, so you just can't include Sailor Moon.
But you guys haven't even started it yet.
We're gonna start it
We're literally
tomorrow.
starting it like tomorrow. What do you want from us?
We're
Yeah,
doing
but you're
5
only gonna-
episodes.
Yeah, but it's the same.
Why would you show us an intro that we ain't seen yet from Sailor Moon
might get
when we're trying to
spoiled.
get through it?
Yeah. Besides, we're not gonna do this shit for like a little while, so
Yeah, we're not gonna do it right away, but
another 5 months.
Right.
But I'll close this out, Danny.
All right, guys. Thanks for joining us again on another wonderful episode of the Moon Piece Podcast.
Woo-hoo!
Please like and subscribe. Leave a comment because I know you guys are going to want to leave comments.
I know you have shit to say.
All right. No holds bar here. This is a safe space.
You can yell at me.
Wink, wink. Let us know what you thought about everything else that we talked about on the podcast. Let us know if you're watching Severance. And hopefully we see you again next time.
All right.
See ya.
Have
Have a
a good
good one.
life.